Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Chris and David podcast. We got Chris here and Big Dave.
What's up, fellas? We have another episode with another guest, Samuel, Samino, Sam Villaseñor.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Sam? How you doing today, man? How you doing?
Good, man.
You doing
I'm
good?
nice and done with finals right now, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
End of the
shit.
school year stuff?
Yeah, kicked me in the ass, dude. The
Were you-
fucking the rain and thunderstorms just fucking
Mm-hmm.
power outage right in the middle of a final, bro.
Did it save and everything or not? Or was it one of
No.
those situations? No, it was one of those.
I had to wait for the power to come back.
Texted me that the power went out and stuff like that.
Damn.
Nah, but I got that done. Got a workout in. Fucking
Mhm.
showered, came over here, so I'm feeling good.
That's
Hell yeah,
good. That's
man.
good. The
We're
workout.
glad you were able to stop by, over here. And we're gonna start up this little podcast where, you're one of the people, like I was telling David, that we definitely wanted to have to be one of our very, first few guests, because you were someone that was very influential to a lot of our memories, because you were someone that were there, someone that opened your home to us to come in and be able to create a lot of these memories and
Yep.
everything. So you were someone that we want to let know that we're definitely important to making a lot of these times while we were growing up, partying, pretty much bonding and becoming a lot closer. You were definitely an integral part in one of those. So let's go ahead and throw it back, man. So like I said, we got Sam Villaseñor here.
I got a question. How many people
up?
spend the night at your house, dude? I'm pretty sure you had bodies laying down.
Number for that. The count is completely infinite.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It keeps adding.
People
man.
have gone there that I've never known.
I've seen.
And they'll randomly remember me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me, man.
Mhm.
And I seen a man run naked with a man thong.
You seen a man run naked where?
Run naked around Sam's house with a man thong.
Really now?
I wonder who that would be. I would.
was this?
It's my colleague over here.
Hairy ass or no hairy ass?
Oh, hairy ass,
Ooh, very,
definitely.
very
I
good.
need to bring that up to Jennifer
Extreme.
on the podcast because she would be pissed.
Yeah,
She's-
Fred had more ass hair than you do on your chin.
Dude, yeah, definitely.
Damn,
I was
dude.
shocked that butt's that hairy, dude.
Yeah, so what they're referring to is, I would probably say Halloween 2009?
Yes.
Halloween 2009 or
It is. I had a
2010.
retarded ass costume.
So for that year, I was wearing a little Honolulu skirt. I had a grass skirt. I was
damn.
wearing... so Sam actually brought up a few photos from our youth, which is going to definitely spark our memory. So this year, I had wore a green Hulu skirt. I had wore a glow stick, pink laid, and Cardo was Tarzan this year, apparently. I didn't even remember that part, but Cardo was Tarzan that year.
Bro, I am looking at your butt cheeks, and
Oh, there's a picture of my butt cheeks.
Dude, look.
Oh, my
God.
goodness.
Dude, your ass, there's ass under your butt, like
Oh,
that
we're going-
lip.
We're going in deep right
Deep,
now. Yep.
damn.
Deep, like the hairs on my butt. So let's.
We're gonna get.
Oh my
man.
God,
Mhm.
Chris.
Hey man,
What
all I
bottle
know
was that?
is
Oh, vodka bottle. Oh
no,
my
man,
goodness.
you won that bottle of Hypnotic.
Yeah, you did. You got the best
I remember
costume.
I bought a bunch
That's-
of bottles of Hypnotic
That's
and
BJ.
awarded them to the best costumes, and then everybody had
BJ?
to dance
BJ right there.
to
Oh,
win
I
that
was
shit,
fucking-
and you just out fucking torqued everybody. This was
I
before
danced my
twerking
little
was
heart
a
out.
thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
that
did
was-
talk about the pot in the and I think it was like 2 podcasts
who
ago
else
where
was that? I don't even
he
know who that
twerked
guy
better than most girls, which was pretty sad actually.
Yeah,
And
I would
I'll-
attribute that to me taking dance senior year.
Was it junior year you did dance? Because
Oh, was it junior year?
it was junior year because I remember we had the same PE.
Okay, so it was
And then-
junior then I took dance. So the one year I took dance, though, at
We-
least, it was that one year.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. Because we had to go to the gym. We had weight training. It was me and Adrian, and we see Chris, and he's in the back of fucking in the back of where all the girls are all stretching out. His full looks, like pointing at every girl that's bending over, and we're like, fucking bastard. You know what I'm saying? Because they were all pretty sexy. You know, and there's one ugly one there too, but I
Nah,
was
it
very
was-
fortunate to have
It was,
dance.
man. All the other extracurricular classes were full and shit, so they threw me in dance, and I was like, fuck it, it ended up being a blessing in disguise. Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah,
we're
man,
back
I
to
remember you used to dance all the time.
yeah. I had
That
rhythm,
banging ass
man.
hair, dude. When I first
had
met
rhythm.
you had long ass hair.
Yeah. So yeah, let's take it back to like when you first met me and shit. So for when you first met me, it was through Ricardo and everything. You were one of the first people that were there who went to go play basketball at Nile Garden, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would
That's
say
exactly
that was
where I met you. We started hooping. We were hooping on the short hoops and then on the big hoops, and we just ended up fucking around the whole night.
yeah, man.
I had a
That was
question besides the hooping, because Heda said that this man was actually really good at that time.
had to hype me up, yo.
Yeah, he really did. I don't know.
He hyped my.
He gave you brownie point. He got brownie points on Chris.
Days, he kind of hyped me up.
He did.
That's a hype man, bro.
I guess the Chris I knew blame. Oh, I remember him being raw in middle school with the 3-point shooters, But after that, I don't know. He's started getting soft.
Started getting soft.
Age, man.
Age.
That's what happens.
Nah,
Yeah.
we used to hoop a lot.
But yeah, we used to hoop a lot in Nile Garden, and then from after that, it was I remember orchard parties. I don't know if you remember kicking it in the orchards and shit with Paquito, Hera, Edgar.
Oh yeah.
And we would just go to like a random ass orchard and just kick it. This is before beer pong. So we didn't start playing beer pong until Drowsy came along. Well, like we started to hang around him from what I remember going to his studio and just bullshitting and recording music at that time. I recorded one song. I don't know how many you recorded. I did 1, 2, or a couple, or
I
you were on a
recorded
few.
a shit ton of songs.
You
man. Man, I used to kick it with Drowsy heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy,
Yeah.
dude.
How'd you meet Drowsy?
I've known Drowsy since before he was Drowsy.
Damn.
Straight up.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
I met Drowsy
Now
through
he's
his
a Rise.
brother, bro. Yeah, Rise, man. He's he's doing it big
He's
right now,
doing it
bro.
big, yeah.
I'm fucking
Shout out to Rise.
yeah.
yo.
Shout out to Alex, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
his original name.
Alex
That's his
Ronnie.
original.
That real name. That was his birth. It says birth name. I meant. My fault. I'm just pretty shocked.
Yeah, man. I met him through his brother Weddle. Weddle's
The
doing
Weddle.
life in prison, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I met him through him, and then that's how we met Cousin C and this other dude named Jonathan.
I forgot
And
about
bro,
Cousin C and Jonathan.
We used to play. They're the ones that introduced us to beer pong right there in Western Ranch.
Yes,
At
sir.
that dude Conker's house. That
Yo.
was his rapper name.
Yep.
Jonathan.
Damn.
And then we played beer pong at Cousin C's house, and that's when all of us were there.
Damn,
we
that was
went to
that
hoop.
first
Yeah.
memory. Shit,
I
dude.
never. I only met those guys at
We
Cardos.
started playing beer pong everywhere else,
When
bro.
you started
We just
saying
like,
Cousin C, it brought it back.
So
man.
is Cousin C the
Damn.
guy that used to sing "Oh Yup, Oh Yup, Oh Yup," right? That song.
oh
or?
yeah.
Oh Yup.
Yeah.
And I only remember him from Cardo's 18th birthday party. So when he turned 18, I remember
man,
that
I
party.
used to kick it with Cousin C a lot, bro. Before like we kicked it,
Mm-hmm.
all of us kicked it.
Yeah.
That fool was on some other shit, bro. Shout out to Chris. That's your tocayo right there, man.
Yo. Damn,
Nigga
dude, I
was so-
forgot all about Cousin C, man.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
That's
man.
that.
That's the 18.
That's the 18th
So-
birthday party.
Oh,
Sam
shit, I'm right in
just
the middle with
showing
the-
us a photo that damn man. I wonder if we could just clip it into the like video somehow. I'll try to do like an IG thing where
It
we
says
can clip
add
this.
clip, sound clip. I mean, I could do
And
that.
So
I don't
sample
think.
a photo of where
I'm just gonna take
it's
pictures. of
Ricardo's
it.
18th birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
and who's all here? Before you take a picture, let me see who's all up in here. So let's
If
see.
you can remember.
So we got Cardo in the front. Of course, he's holding a Budweiser because at that time, that's pretty much what we were affording. Because that's
I don't think that's what we were for. I think it was just pride.
Our palate grew as we got a little bit more money in our accounts. We were
Shit,
able to try
man.
and bullshit more
I
beers and
started drinking
everything.
Budweiser. That was my first beer I ever drank, bro. At 11, fucking
Damn.
major hangover, bro. Major hangover, man.
Damn.
11 years old, first hangover because of that bullshit beer, man.
All right, so this is 08?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
this-
oh, wait.
this is
Oh, wait.
Yep.
So we
That's
got
second.
Cardo in
That's
the front.
yes, Cardo's
We
birthday.
got me. We have David, Edgar. What's Hada's brother's name? Tony.
Oh, Antonio.
Antonio.
Toad.
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 Everybody knows about Toad.
Who's this guy with the hand in front of his face?
Let me see.
Do
Oh,
we-
that's Edgar's brother,
Edgar's
Diego.
Oh,
brother?
that's Diego.
Okay, so
That's
there's
their
Edgar.
older brother, Diego.
And then their younger brother, Louis, right?
Luis.
Luis.
Yep.
And then Cousin C.
Yep.
I think that's Paquito in the back of the squinty eyes.
Yeah.
Figured.
And
He's
then
always
there's
have the same.
somebody in the back that you can only see a hat, like a half of their face. I don't know if you guys
Let
would be
me
able
see.
to
I gotta see.
to remember who that is. You can only see one eye and two eyelashes.
The one in the back with the hat.
Yeah.
That's is that cousin C or no?
No, cousin C is
See?
a little bit more ahead of the picture, but there's someone in the back that's
He has like a gold. It's like a he was a Crip. I don't remember he was a Crip.
If you guys are looking at this video and we managed to post it, go ahead and try to find their face before we figure out who it is.
He was a Crip.
I don't remember.
So
That
it's
guy
just a
was a-
random dude in the
I
back.
don't remember.
He wasn't in front
He
of the
wasn't
picture enough to
important.
be
That's
yeah
why he
to
was
be
off in the back.
yeah. All right, but no, that's a
Know that
crazy
was
ass
up on his
memory,
tippy toes.
man, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
What
I
do you
see.
remember from
It's
that
been
night,
random.
Sam?
Oh, dude.
What do
Not
you
a lot.
remember? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
To be honest.
Besides Hurricane Chris.
Not a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, those are good pictures.
That's
man.
when Hurricane Chris came through, right? Late.
Yeah.
David said
Trying to play
09,
catch
no?
up?
Was it? Was it?
Yeah, it
Was
was
that the night I
literally-
played catch up?
Yeah, you played catch up. You played catch up
hard,
plenty
bro.
of times, bro. And that was
There
one
was
of
a
them.
lot of times that I was coming late for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, you were
know.
working late for Kmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your grandma, I think, would drop you off at
Mhm.
stuff.
Couple bottles, you feel me? You know.
The bottle,
Yup.
the bottle, Nuvo, chugging 4 beers and trying to catch up. I don't know what party that was. I think it was at your house. Where you at? Four? Oh yeah.
Probably my
Oh,
house.
Yeah.
a
he
lot
was
of
like,
shit happened in my house, bro.
Everything.
A lot, man.
Everything.
Fourth of
Man,
July.
I remember just I wouldn't even be home and you guys would be at my house.
Yeah.
Man, before you guys got hired at AutoZone, bro,
Mhm.
my boss Venus,
Yeah.
he hated you guys.
I believe it.
Cause it would just be me and him just in the morning just chilling, bro.
Mhm.
And these fools would slide through at AutoZone
Yeah.
and just come through and just chill. And my boss would be like, "Nah, why are they up so early riding bikes? They're like these fools have been up all night after
Yeah.
playing Halo and decided, oh, let's go ride our bikes to Safeway
Mhm.
and just bullshit
Uh-huh.
and just be up and out all night."
So it's already recording. So the bike ride.
So it's already recording, David?
Yeah, it's already
All right, so
recording.
now that we're back, yeah, so we were talking about the bike rides that we would go take to Sam's work, where we would be bugging him at 8 in the morning after staying up all night and his boss hating us.
And these guys would just be up all night. Their summer after they graduated, just nothing to do, just
Mhm.
kicked it.
Still
all night.
still teenagers.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
at that point, we didn't really know what we wanted to do with our lives, dude. We were just we just graduated high school. We weren't really serious about college, especially not me and Cardo. So we were just like, well, what the fuck could we kind of do? You know, we didn't necessarily have to go to school anymore. We were kind of just discovering ourselves and how we wanted, what course we wanted to take in life. And yeah, it was definitely a
Yeah,
lot of free time.
I was
All
going
that free time added up to a lot of drinking.
Yeah,
and
hella
Halo
drinking.
and
A
Halo.
lot of Halo and a lot of drinking, man.
Mhm.
How long did you guys do? I mean, I think before Ricardo started working at AutoZone, you were working at Kmart, right?
Yeah, I was
like
working
right
for Kmart. I
Right,
was
like right after you graduated, was it 2 months after? Or?
Nah, I worked there even while I was in high school. I worked there at Kmart for 2 years.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
you
I
got
was
it while
there
you were in
from-
high school. You were working.
I was there from 07 to 09, and then
Whoa.
09 is when I got hired in AutoZone, and that's when I started with Sam and Ricardo over there, and then from there it was just a bunch of bullshit after that for like a good year. Yeah, like a good year. I want to say I was there for like a year, maybe a little over a year and a half, maybe. And man, that's what good times. What do you remember, Sam, from when? Yeah, from like me and Cardo working at AutoZone. What were those type of times? So you know, before we used to just go and bug you and bullshit and everything like that. To fast forward a little bit later on, we end up fucking both working there too with you, and now we have nothing but time to bullshit and.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys just walking up and fucking around AutoZone to
Damn.
actually almost becoming damn near manager. there.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Man, our boss was heated when he found out that Cardo and me were that close. Because we needed to hire somebody ASAP, and I had just told Cardo and I helped him,
Yeah.
apply. And our boss is like, "Hey, how well do you know this guy?" Who? And he says Ricardo Diaz,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Oh, he's cool,
Yeah.
I know him, we're pretty cool."
Yeah.
But he didn't know we were that close. He hired him, and he's like, "You're lucky. He's a good kid,
Yeah.
because you guys busted your ass working at AutoZone.
Yeah.
It was a lot of bullshit, but we got the shit done, and that's why that that first boss that we had,
Yeah.
he was tight.
Mhm.
Man, we kicked it with him. He gave us alcohol a lot. Well, he gave me a lot of alcohol, and I would give it to you guys.
Yeah,
And I'd
yeah,
share
yeah.
it with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, I do remember a lot of
We-
good stuff. Like, we definitely were like the three amigos of that AutoZone.
Mhm.
All the bitches loved us. Old ass ladies and shit.
Yeah, no, we was running things out there. But what I feel like what made me and Cardo good workers and everything, it kind of goes back to, hopefully, at this point we got the Marco episode uploaded and we can talk about the competition that drives all of us. Like, we were talking about what made us all really become friends in the beginning, and a lot of it was sports. Like that's really what connected everyone. That's one of the common things that we all have is sports and that competitive drive. And I do feel like when me and Cardo, yeah, we're working there and everything, we were working to be like the best that we could be. Yeah, we'd go fuck around and bullshit and everything, but that shouldn't have affected our performance at work. And it didn't. We were there to get shit done, and that's innately what made us all close friends. Is just that drive of that competition that we had. Like, I definitely feel like that's what helped us out, man. Like back in those days is bust our asses. We wanted to do good, man.
I agree, dude. Competition builds everything. That's how we all became to be this like super intricate family that stems from us meeting. You, Chris, because I've known David since we were little kids.
Let's take it back, man. Yeah, let's talk about how
I knew David's parents before I met David.
Is
Yeah,
this in
my mom
the rancho too?
The
over there,
rancho, not the Cortijo.
Not the Cortijo?
Not Cortijo. Because we
Okay.
were, when on Heda's podcast, we were talking about, we known, like, Heda and his family way before, he was born. Or my parents, he knew my dad, his dad, and they all grew up in the rancho, in El Cortijo.
Well, I met Heda at the hospital
Oh, really?
when our mothers were pregnant with our little brothers.
Oh,
Damn.
what?
That's where I met him. We didn't even live together yet. I met him there at the hospital. We were
What the
just
fuck?
yeah, like our moms would go there for like the wake appointments or whatever it was,
Mhm.
and I met him in the waiting room. I remember he had a little Ninja Turtle side, like the Raphael.
Yeah, the
Ninja
Raphael
side.
one,
He
yeah.
had that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we just started playing, and this is before our little brothers were born.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is fuck, dude. Like 91 when I met Hera.
Y'all
And
little,
then
little,
yeah,
little.
bro. And then
Damn, dude.
then he moved to
Uh-huh.
where we were living at like years later,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, holy shit! I met this kid at the hospital, and then that's where everybody just started getting to know each other, and then you came around.
Yeah,
like,
I think I was
all our-
born in.
How often would David come around?
Bro, not
Sunday?
a lot. No,
Not
not
a
a lot.
Not a lot.
At first,
Yeah.
nothing at all. Like
Uh-huh.
his dad would come out, and all our dads would play soccer on Sundays
Uh-huh.
when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that eventually they let play because I was good enough.
Bro, I used older. That was it. The old enough.
Mm-hmm.
I was like
Mm-hmm.
the oldest one or whatever. They used to
Yeah.
let Tony play, and then they started letting me play.
Uh-huh.
Tony, your older cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Diaz, that dick.
yeah. Actually, he's actually gotten a lot better there. He's still a dick, but he's gotten a lot
Nah,
better.
he's a good guy, man.
He's still a
I
dick,
looked
though.
up to him, bro. I looked up to him a lot, like growing up, just because he was older than me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was pretty good at soccer or whatever. But yeah, I met David's dad before I met David. Like
soccer and
all of
stuff?
his uncles would go play.
I don't think
You
I
know, his
was.
tío Paco, his tío Mario.
Was my mom with my dad at the time, or when you met my dad? Because you're 4 years older than I am.
No, yeah, I'm positive. You were already born. when-
Okay.
You were already born. They didn't come around till you were like, I don't know, already like a toddler and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I remember because my first memory is we played soccer in this little front. I think it was in front
at
of
the
your
front
house.
Yard, yeah.
Yeah, because you live right
When they
next to
took
Cardo.
that metal that middle fence that divided Cardo's house.
Yeah,
And the beavers.
yeah. Oh,
Dude, that shit was tight.
Beavers.
Yeah, the beavers, bro. Our next door neighbors were the beavers, bro.
the beavers, bro. I swear to God, I used to hear random stories about these fools would tell. Like, I think it was Paquito would tell.
Paquito used to make up hella shit, dude. That man.
He would tell Bieber go hump
Bro.
this he go hump this rim, and he wouldn't go hump or something or.
Yeah,
Did he
dude.
hump it to completion though? No, he didn't.
I
He
don't
didn't
No,
know,
he's all
man.
little kid.
He was like 6, 7 years old, dude.
Oh, okay. So
He was a little
it would have been a
idiot.
dry nut anyways.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Paquito used to do some crazy shit, man. That fool was like legit my best friend growing up. Legit, dude. We used to fucking make music together, just every day kick it, and Cardo too.
How old were y'all when y'all started making music and stuff? Because when I met y'all, like
Dude,
y'all,
like
Drowsy
8th
already had
grade.
his stuff. Damn, since
Bro,
then.
Paquito
Yeah.
has been making beats since forever.
Forever, yeah.
Since he was little, he would just play on his dad's piano until his dad would be like, "Hey, mocoso, quítese," you know, just yelling at him to
Until he
don't
could
touch
catch
his
a beat
shit.
and
Yeah,
shit?
Dude, he was natural.
Paquito's dad,
Mhm.
Paquito and Cardo's dad used to have hella nice ass setup in the garage, like a damn near studio, and we'd go in there and fuck around all the time.
Is this before the Retoque days and everything?
Oh, no,
Probably
yeah,
was-
this is way before.
Way
Retoque.
before.
Okay,
man.
Retoque
okay.
was like
Dude,
later in the years.
I would help Paquito create beats. He'd be like,
Mhm.
"All right, man, just hit these keys." At the same time, we record it on his dad's keyboard
Yeah.
and fucking record it to cassette at the same time and just be making beats. We're like, "Fuck, that shit was tight." And then he came up on a mic and we
Mhm.
just started rapping into the keyboard and recording it at his parents' house.
Damn.
Just random shit, dude.
That's crazy.
Man, the first track that I ever recorded was
Mhm.
off of his fat ass beat called "Fuck Spike."
Why
Oh,
fuck Spike?
I heard that song. It was way
that
way
shit
back in the
slapped,
day.
bro.
That yeah.
What
that-
is it?
Spike.
Wh- What,
It was
wha-
just a diss song to some dude that used to kick it with us, man. It's all love now.
That's funny. That is funny as fuck.
Mhm.
Like my first memory of Paquito, I was like playing the keyboard, the electronic keyboard. I remember I was like played the Michael Myers beat, and he heard it for like, oh, he's like, I already know it, and he like had Tony put it in the internet, look for it in the time, it was dial tone, and he played the song, and then
Dial
Paquito's all,
tone,
I
dial
got it, that's easy, and then he started playing. I was like, oh shit. And
Yeah,
then-
man, that fool can replicate any beat.
Yeah, he's fucking good,
Man,
dude.
we used to replicate all the 50 Cent beats, bro.
Oh, for
All
real?
the 50 Cent beats.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Bro, we used to listen to 50 heavy, and this is back in the day, right? I
Mhm.
remember we used to tell Head to download all the music because he was the only one that had internet.
He
at
was
the
on the
dairy,
LimeWire
bro.
or what?
Yep, LimeWire, dude. We would
LimeWire,
download everything on that shit. And I remember 50 Cent came out with Magic Stick,
Mhm.
right? And we're like, oh shit, a video.
Damn.
This-
What
we're
year was
like,
Magic Stick with
bro, I don't know, man, but we told Head I download that shit.
Mhm.
So we waited, just did all our shit, whatever. And when we hit play, that shit was a porno, man.
Oh shit! Was it like a good
It
one
was-
though, or not?
Oh my god.
Doing work. We're like, shit, 50 Cent never released a video of that shit till
2003?
hella days later.
Well, what year was it, Riddell?
2003.
Oh damn. You know what I remember?
I wonder if the porno was the same year.
No.
No, it was.
It was way before
Alright.
that music video came out.
Oh, so you guys thought it was a leak
Speak-
before?
Yeah, so we're
like
like,
a-
that's why we're like, fuck it, download that shit. Let's watch
Yeah.
that shit.
Speaking of music, I remember who would record music videos, and then we would play them in some family parties. We would put music because my dad had a van, and the van had a TV, and then we would put music video and fast forward these like the Chronic 2001 videos and stuff like that. And I also remember being at the parties, family parties, and we would have our own little side party at the back with our own music and shit. Like I think Paquito,
man. We
Chronic
used to do some
2001.
tight shit.
Because Paquito introduced me to
All that
Eminem.
West Coast shit.
Yeah,
huh?
You
at
said
West
Eminem?
Coast and Eminem.
We
My
used to
first,
slap all this West Coast shit back in the day, bro.
he had a copy of the Shady LP, and he was like, "Look, this is tight." And then when the first song he played was "Hi, my name is," and I was like, "Bro,
That was like your favorite song. dude.
yeah," it was like one of my favorite songs, and I used to try to freestyle.
Yeah, that shit was
Like
tight, though.
Eminem, like that shit was hard, and then he played, and then like I think he actually had the Marshall LP,
Uh-huh.
and he started singing that one song. What song that? I think he's talking about dressed as Jason and started killing like his wife or some shit. I don't know the name of that
Kim?
song. I think it was Kim.
It's
it was
Kim,
Kim.
right?
Yeah, I think it's Kim. Can you look
Mhm.
it up, Rodell, please? And yeah, and I remember he would like, he's all, "You gotta listen to this lyric," and I was like, "Oh shit, this shit's actually tight." And then he played the song, and that's like my introduction of Eminem was fucking through Paquito and shit. In the
Man,
West Coast, the Chronic
we used
2001.
to record hella shit off the radio, bro, on cassette.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Make your own
We
little
used to-
personal
yo,
mixtapes and
All
stuff.
the time, man. All the time.
Someone had the music videos, bro, in the VHS.
VCR cassette.
Yeah, VCR cassette, and we would put them on the TV that my dad had in the van, and it'd be me, Cardo.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and
I remember that because at first you didn't really come around. But
Yeah, I
then,
didn't.
Like, you started to realize like, nah, it's hella
hella
fun
cool,
hanging
yeah.
out over there. Because there were so many of us growing up,
Yeah.
man. So many motherfuckers.
There was kids like our age, dude. It was
Bro,
tight.
sports were endless to me growing up. Like, I never had enough sports. That's all we did. We had a fucking soccer field, bro, right next door.
You just
Always
played just
somebody
straight
to play with
soccer.
and
So, like,
shit.
yeah, we just
Mhm.
literally go down door to door, bro. Down every house, like, you guys down to play. All right, let's go.
How far did
Whatever it
Miguel
was.
live? Cause
No, dude, Miguel lived hella close still.
yeah, cause it was a cool walk from what I remember, but I wasn't far. Like
Nah, it wasn't that far, dude.
It
So
wasn't?
Miguel wasn't in that same little area as you guys?
he
Nah,
was.
He
Yeah.
was. It was
Mhm.
just the next door neighbor's ranch. It was like two
Mhm.
dairies where
Oh,
we all
okay.
lived, and then next door to us was another dairy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where they
You
lived.
just have to walk a little short
Yeah,
ways up.
they
and
just
stuff.
shit. They walked. They walked a cool minute. It was walking probably like 6 minutes.
It's not
It
too
was hella
bad.
close.
Yeah,
Hella
it's not
close.
too bad.
Yeah, on bikes, bro. We rode bikes everywhere.
Yeah, the little ranch.
Yeah, dude. I remember your dad busted your ass with a beer can.
Yeah.
I know that shit must bring back bad memories for
Oh,
You
you.
like threw it at your head or something or what?
Yeah, he threw it at his
Yeah,
head.
yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can
can
hear you.
Oh, it's been back. It's still recording.
It was recording the whole time?
It's still
shit.
recording. Yeah.
So we had a little audio problem.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
like I had to move the mic and
Not good though.
yeah.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Do you remember any of that?
Oh, I remember,
And-
especially when your brother snitched on me for sliding tackle. I'm never
I
gonna.
don't remember what it was for, but
Ew,
do
I
remember
slid
my
I remember
brother
I
telling
slid-
your dad because you did something.
I slid
You
tackle
used to be
Pepe.
bigger than him.
Yeah, I
and-
slid tackle Pepe, and when I slid tackle Pepe, it was a hard slide tackle,
Yeah.
so he got a little upset.
He was crying.
He was crying,
we
and
were
then he went to
little.
go slow.
Bro, we were little. At the
Yeah.
time.
Pepe was little.
Yeah, he was way younger
Yeah.
and way little. And
And my
I
dad
do
got.
remember him like going and telling your dad, and your dad instantly like he just turned and threw his beer that he was drinking and
Yeah,
popped
Was it
you in
half
the
full
head.
or?
I can't.
Dude,
I
hell,
kind of
beer
probably
came out of
blocked that shit.
man.
You could have blocked it.
I can't think I think I blocked
No,
that
this
memory
fool-
from.
This fool got cracked.
Yeah, like I was like, what? And he kicked the shit out of me. And I remember, I think I just
Damn.
recovered from playing. I broke my ankle, not that. Like I just recovered from a broken ankle injury.
Well, that's an asshole move.
Yeah, he still, yeah, I ask him, I tell him about it, and he'd be like, "I don't remember." I'm like, "Yeah, dickhead, you
Yeah,
probably
dude,
don't
your
remember."
Dad's a dick, man.
He
but
still
he's a good
is.
guy. I like that guy.
He's cool, but he still is a dick.
Man, he
Yeah.
still. I remember the last time I talked to your dad at your baby shower. He brought up the story about somebody shitting in your guys' closet.
Oh man, the
You know your
cloud.
dad is the one that turned off the water.
Yeah,
He's proud of that shit. That's why.
Somebody turned off the water that
he's
night.
Yeah, my dad turned off the
his
water.
Dad turned off the water.
I
He's
don't-
like, man, fuck these people in my house. That's the dude. The toilet stopped
Yeah.
flushing, and the water just stopped running. And we're like, David, what happened? And you try to tell your dad, and your dad's like, nah, fuck that. Well, your dad's the one that he's like, yeah, I turned it off.
Oh really?
Yeah, your dad. Ask your dad. He
Then
he'll tell-
unless he was
You
being a
brought it up,
pervert,
dude.
because a lot of girls were going to the bathroom to use it, and he was just probably using that
I
shit.
wouldn't put it past them, man.
I put it. I believe it though, because my mom was thinking, no se movía del pinche sillón and shit from the couch, because he would see all these girls in skirts and shit.
With sweats on.
Yeah,
The sweats on.
probably. I don't know. Don't remember.
So more about this shit closet event that would happen that night. So Sam, what do you remember from that night? You remember, you seem to remember a few more people that were there than we had remembered. You said Diego was there, or no?
Fuck.
Oh no,
That
Adrian. You
night-
said was there. Adrian Castaneda.
Castaneda.
Right?
No, that was Hedda that said
Simon.
that.
Simon was there.
Simon was there.
Yeah,
Simon was
Simon's the
there.
one that had
Yeah.
the picture.
Oh shit.
Simon's the one that opened up the door, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
he just closed it, and
There's a
he
troll on a
comes over
toilet.
to me, and he's
Troll
like,
on a
come here.
toilet.
And he brings me over. He's
Mhm.
like, want to see something funny? And I'm drunk, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? And he opens the door, and it's the Mac just fucking on the shitter, passed out. hands on his knees, just head bobbed over, and just
I think he had a beanie.
he was just out. Yeah, he was wearing a beanie,
And he
man.
was wearing a black and white.
And we were just like, damn, dude, we gotta help him. And then girls were coming up trying to use the bathroom, so we're like, fuck, close it. They're like, we need to go. We're like, no, it's occupied. It's out of service right now. They're like, no, we need to go. We're like, okay, you can't. Like, you physically cannot go because
there's someone asleep on the toilet.
Knock the fuck out on the toilet. So please step away. And I don't know who it was, man. There were so many people that night, dude.
I wonder who wiped his ass.
Dude, nobody did.
Miguel
That fool just fucking woke up, put his pants up, and dipped.
Damn.
You know he was too fucked up to wipe his ass. Unless you helped him.
I passed out. I don't remember.
You passed out?
I passed out. It's just my BJ walked me to my room.
Hey, tucked in.
BJ is the one that came up with that theory, that Devo theory.
Oh, was he? So I didn't know that. Really?
This is fucking years ago.
So
when
now.
he came
Whoa.
up.
So now.
So now
I
we
don't
have
even
a.
know, man, how he came up with it.
He took. You know what? Another thing about BJ. You know my little green thing for the cable in the front. He fucking took it out. Fucking.
Yeah,
He backed up and. Did,
I just remember BJ taking someone's remote home. I don't
Oh,
remember
Miguel's-
who it was. Or
Miguel-
Miguel took his remote or something like
Miguel
that.
BJ took Miguel's remote control, and it was missing for a month. His dad was so pissed because he had to walk up to change the channel every time, and he was pissed.
I remember that BJ took Miguel's remote.
No, he accidentally took it though.
Oh, was it accident? Oh.
Like, Miguel's mom had gotten, like angry with all of us for being at his house just playing Halo for so damn long. This is another one of those long Halo nights that goes up until the morning. So his mom's up and she's like, "What the hell? These people are still here." So she's like, "Hey, you guys gotta go." And she tells Miguel. She calls Miguel over and she's like, "We can definitely hear her. Like, she wants everybody to leave." But like, we've definitely overstayed our welcome, and we're like, "All right, let's fucking go." And so he's packing up all his shit, and he takes the remote, man. And Miguel got bitched at for at least a week and a half. He kept asking everybody, "Dude, if somebody fucking hit my remote, my parents, dude." Yeah, their parents. Oh, he was damn near grounded. Like,
Oh, for real?
Whoa,
That's what it was.
He was grounded.
Nah, dude, it was damn near like he was grounded.
Yeah.
We'd be like, "Hey, come through." He'd be like, "Fuck, I can't." My parents keep bitching about the remote. Well, bro, you gotta get up and go and press buttons to change the channel.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. That's some evil shit.
Right?
Yeah, I know that feeling. I don't have a remote at my TV. I had to walk up all the time. But back to the story.
That
This shit's
sucks,
hilarious.
man. Yeah, dude.
Man.
So, Brennan's the one. Man, we used to kick it with Brennan heavy. That fool.
And how'd they find the
He was-
remote? Wasn't it in his car?
Brennan fucking
He just gave it
came
back.
over and he set up like his own Xbox. He used to have his Xbox with his remotes in there, and you would pack food and fucking clothes and come over and sleep at our house, and he would just like we'd do a system link, bro. We used to do like 3 Xbox linked up together.
Yeah, man, we was playing
for
heavy deep on that.
hours. For hours, we're like, fuck, dude, let's go get some more beer. Fucking hella Budweiser and Halo all night. All night, man. We'd get fucking drunk. Man, I remember one day, bro, I came all the way out to Stockton to pick up Chris and Cardo just to go all the way back to my house to drink and play Halo. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take you guys back home. It was super late. And we're coming right up Arch, man. And then we're about to go turn into Chris's house when we go to his neighborhood and we get pulled over. I don't know if you remember that, Chris. We were in my Durango, man. You guys were drunk. You guys were like 19 at this time still. I was barely 21.
It doesn't even spark a memory, like.
Man, well, we got, as soon as I rolled the corner, we got blurred. And I was like, fuck. And we got pulled over a couple houses down from your grandma's house.
Yeah.
And you were in the back seat, no seatbelt. Carter was in the front, no seatbelt. And I was like, fuck. So we got pulled over. We were all buzzing, drinking. We drank hella Coronas at that time. And the cop takes on my shit. And while he's checking it, he runs back and he throws it back on my lap. And he goes, you guys are lucky
shit.
someone just got stabbed. get home safe.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
I
We're
remember
like,
now.
that's Stockton for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got saved by
Bro,
freaking-
somebody,
Someone
yeah.
got stabbed, yeah.
someone
He got a call while he was checking my paperwork. He
Uh-huh.
got
Yeah.
a call that somebody got stabbed and he had to rush over there.
Yeah.
And so he comes back and throws on my shit and he's like, you guys are lucky. Someone just got stabbed, so
Yeah.
get home safe. We're like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
And then
It was-
Chris is like, that's Stockton for you. Funniest shit ever,
Oh, that's hilarious,
bro.
That's
that-
fucking. That's very lucky.
And we got hella lucky, bro. Hella
Fuck.
lucky.
All right, Sam.
Because
So
someone just got stabbed.
yeah.
Fuck.
So one of the memories that we had back in the day, that we had previously mentioned in some of the episodes, was Four Locos, and one of the things I remember, well, I can't even remember honestly, was just me crawling to the bathroom.
I remember that.
At your house.
Do you remember
Um,
the mission we took in order to get the Four Locos?
I don't remember the mission that we took to get.
There
to
was a
Four
mission
Loko.
to
There-
it.
I
Yeah.
don't remember anything leading up to that. I only remember the 5 seconds of me crawling to the bathroom saying I couldn't
Bro.
make it. And that's it. I don't remember
We were-
what flavor
man, we were-
it was. I don't
Again,
remember
we were
anything.
playing video games. We were playing Halo
Mhm.
heavy again for hella long.
Yeah.
And I don't know who sparked this idea. Let's go get fucking Four Locos.
Yeah.
You know, we heard they fuck
It was
fuck
you.
you up
No, I'm
hard.
just kidding.
And we're like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it, let's go. We went to the to one liquor store and they're like,
Mhm.
oh, we don't have any. And then we ended up going all the way down to Ripon for some fucking random reason.
To Ripon?
To
Oh,
Ripon.
shit.
And we ended up getting a shit ton of Four Locos. We're like, all right, everybody will get 2. And it was like 5 of us. No, I
Yeah.
think it was, like 4 or 5
Was it
of
that
us.
many of us?
Yeah, BJ was there. Carter was
I
there.
remember BJ.
BJ there. I remember BJ
BJ was there because I feel like I finished his half. I had 2.5.
You had, you finished both of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had a
BJ
half
and
of
I
someone's.
only had 1, and we're like, fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
Chris just thought he was dope, huh? Just-
And nah, dude, he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna chug this one. He chugged the second one, dude, just the whole second one, just bat. Just because it was nasty, right? We're like, dude, these shits are so gross. They were so gross drinking them, dude.
Yeah.
So we ended up just chugging them. And this fool was like, fuck it. He ends up drinking way more than everybody else. And he's just, fuck, man. His face, your face was just all super blotchy red. Just,
Mhm.
you were on the ground, just dead weight, just trying to crawl, bro. Like
Speak-
a wounded
Jesus.
soldier, man.
Speaking of blodgett face, do you remember when he would drink? I think it was Hurricane, and he
That
would
fool
get
was
these.
allergic
dots
to
on
that.
my
I
face.
don't know. He would just get like these little random ass rashes on his skin and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong
That's
with
exactly
It's
what
called
happened
Asian
to him
glow.
when- that's exactly
What is it
what
called?
happened to him, dude.
It's called
when-
Asian Glow.
it? What is that? Can you look that up? What causes Asian glow? Unless
Nah,
you know.
well,
Riddell can look up
that's what
Asian Glow.
happened to you when you chugged all those fucking.
I
Four
seen the
Locos.
bottle of Nuvo that he chugged for Miguel's 21st birthday.
Dude, there was a bunch of random shit.
This
dude.
fucker, it was Miguel's 21st birthday, and it was at his house, and you showed up late, like always. I mean, I think it was your thing,
Mhm.
and
That's because he worked.
yeah,
a
he
lot.
worked though, but
He
but
used
he
to
was,
come out late, like 11 o'clock, off from
Yeah.
fucking Kmart security and shit.
Yeah.
but he
That
had
was
one
not
bottle of Nuvo for everybody, and then he had one to himself,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gave that one for everybody. Then the one to himself, he would just chug that shit. Chugged, I think, in 20 minutes.
So, Riddell, did you find what Asian Glow is? Asian flesh syndrome. Alcohol gives you red face. That was Riddell's definition.
What the fuck?
This is a
What is
blurry ass
that?
picture
What is that?
of Chris getting lifted up to do a keg stand.
Oh my goodness.
Is this where?
Dude,
Where?
I'm pretty sure it's
That's-
Cardo's house at
No.
some festivity.
That is. It looks like reminds me of Nicole's house.
I don't know, man.
That's where
Nah,
Nicole's house at her house when it was when I wasn't allowed to drink because I threw up at her house at one point.
yeah, when we brought you home in your boxers.
He brought me home from the boxers. Him and George brought me home. You had snake bites at the time. I remember your outfit.
So, Sam, since you were fortunate enough, to be a little bit older than me and Cardo when we were to go out and kick it and everything, and even David, so
Even
so
David, what the
well,
fuck?
when we would go out to the 21 and older.
Bitch, I'm like a couple of 8 months early. Like
You
Older
were,
than
you.
you.
Were the same age as them, but you were still like a couple years delayed, bro. Like your maturity.
my
and just,
my
like,
biological body is that biologically
Pretty much it
I'm.
was like, so what was it like
Dated
Like
was a
the
little
first
bitch.
years that we were
Nah.
clubbing and stuff. Like you were actually, at 21 at those times. We were a little bit younger at those points, but we were able to get in with Ricardo, with Paquito's ID and shit. What were like those first clubbing years that you remember and everything?
Oh man, with you guys,
Mm-hmm.
dude, those were the funnest times at Sports Bar.
Sports
Like
bar?
I used to go with Alex or with
Mhm.
Drowsy to like Palladium or random shit like
Yeah.
that with him and his other cousin that was coincidentally the same name, Alex. Well, I used to go clubbing with them, but when we started going clubbing with you guys, that
Mhm.
shit was hella fun.
Mhm.
Just two dudes, they didn't give a shit. Chris and Cardo just
I remember us going to Palladium. I remember a few memories of us Palladium. There's a
I don't think
picture that I
Cardo-
remember. It's like me, you, and Tony.
No, it's Javi.
Javi.
That was Cardo didn't go to that clubs at the time
Yeah.
because he was with
yeah, I remember that.
he was in a
now.
relationship. But I remember you have a picture of me
And
dancing with a black
that is
chick.
true. That Cardo wasn't necessarily like.
At that
clubbing
time,
at
he
that
wasn't
time.
really with us going to clubs
Mhm.
because me and you were hitting the club scene hard.
We were clubbing.
We were clubbing, bro. I remember going to the Bar and Grill.
Mhm.
I remember going to Palladium a lot. There's a picture, dude. My God, we lost Polo,
It happens.
and yeah, it happened. Yeah, we went to City Nights, me and this motherfucker one time, and
Remember
just
City
solo,
Nights?
just like what
That
the.
one's ratchet, dude.
It
City
was.
Nights,
It
that-
was.
That was
That
our
shit was
first
fun,
club.
It was a,
18 and older with the 21 and older on the other side and stuff. Like
yeah.
that was the one right there.
We smoked. I think we were probably the first ones that started smoking weed in the Palladium. Remember in the
Mhm.
patio. There's a picture of
Where they
BJ.
sell tacos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, where they sell tacos now.
Mhm.
And it was me, BJ, Rossi,
Rossi.
Maricela,
That
and,
was it.
Miguel, and George.
The
Mhm.
Mac.
In the mat, and there's a picture,
Brandon.
and it has all of us there and
Yeah.
shit like that. It was pretty cool, man. But fuck Palladium.
Nah,
Yeah.
those are some good memories, man.
There's
Like,
a
just
picture that
being
you
able
took.
to, like,
I mean, dance with some ugly black chick and shit. Some man.
yeah.
Chris had it. And I'm like, Jesus.
We were leaving. That was when we
Yeah.
were on our way out. We are like,
Mhm.
David, go dance with that fat black girl. Nah, you're a bitch if you don't. All right, and you start just go and just you got broke off by some
Fuck it.
big booty girl.
I just turned 21. You were using
that was
Paquito's
fun,
ID.
though.
I was using.
Yeah,
Paquito's
dude, they
ID.
used
I
to
used
use that
it
shit
all the time.
constantly.
Yeah, because Carter wasn't going.
Yeah,
Not to me on point. I mean, he just
Yeah,
wasn't.
he wasn't going,
He
yeah.
wasn't going at the time, so.
Nah, yeah, he never did. He never did.
I never actually. I don't think I've ever been to the Palladium with him. I think I've been to a Bar and Grill with him a lot of times, but Palladium I've never been to the Palladium with Cardo. I think I want to recall, but with Chris.
So Sam,
Chris, I do remember you two just when I'd hit you guys up. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're going to the Palladium and trying to go. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good. Like
we
you
was out
guys
there,
hell
man.
overdoing it with that shit.
Well, it's because he
Like-
knew your coworker DJ
Mac
McDammit,
Dammit,
and he
yeah,
still
bro.
DJs to this day.
I hit him up all the time.
Yeah. I actually went out that long. I went like.
That was back from the connect from when we worked at AutoZone. If you take
AutoZone
it all the way
Connect,
back
yeah.
then,
You
yeah.
know,
So from working at
I used to have
AutoZone
to
out there.
plug at it everywhere, bro. When I worked at
yeah,
AutoZone,
Victoria?
dude, I would have plugged everybody too
You
when
want
I
one,
used
Sam?
to work at AutoZone.
They're
Yeah, I'll take
frozen.
one.
Yeah.
They're frozen.
Yeah, we accidentally put them in the freezer.
Victoria slushy.
Yeah, that's where the hell it went.
This shit ain't gonna explode, is it? If I crack this
Huh?
bitch open.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
gotta go get your hazy. I'll go get it right now.
All right, Sam. So let's talk about back in. What was your favorite party from, like, say, your parents' house, the one that was kind of over there by 120? What was that favorite memory? From a lot of people, it's 4th of July, but what would you say? Did you think that there was one that
Man,
was more
there's
better?
so many tight memories, but
Yeah,
oh my,
most memorable.
one of my most memorable ones was when we barely moved in there, and you guys helped us like with our last of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, fuck it, let's go get beer. And we got a 6-pack of random shit.
Only a 6-pack?
No.
Oh, was this a red
6-pack
stripe?
of random stuff. So we ended up with like a 36-pack of random shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we were drinking Red Stripe, fucking Mickey's, a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, I remember now.
My pop started like frying chicken, so we were hella drunk. Just it was so fun. We were just slapping old ass Mexican music with my pops and you and Cardo.
Damn.
And then our front neighbors were like, "Hey guys," and they start hating on us, some fat chicks.
Oh,
Remember that shit? That's when we barely went
Damn.
to that house.
Damn.
Those random neighbors are like,
Yeah.
and then it was their mom that started to flirt with us, and we were just out there.
Dude.
I remember you were just
forgot
completely
about
just
that.
gone. You were
Uh-huh.
sitting on a chair, and the mom and the daughters came over to say hi,
Mhm.
and you were just passed out on the chair, on the little swivel chair, and you ended up yakking
What
just-
the fuck?
all over our driveway. You ended
that
up yakking
sounds hella
all over our
familiar.
driveway.
That
This was
does.
literally the first time you
Yeah.
and Cardo ever came to our new house.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the first time you guys went there.
Damn.
Yep,
I
that was
forgot
that
all
first
about
night,
that.
bro. You guys helped us like pack
Mhm.
and move over the rest of our shit.
So since you had mentioned like Red Stripe and shit, dude, I haven't tasted it since then. I didn't like it at that time. But
Is that
since
the
my
Jamaican
palate,
beer?
yeah, since my palate has grown, I might be willing to try
It's
it
not
again.
that bad.
It's
But
alright,
at that
man.
time, dude, I didn't like it. I don't know what the fuck it was.
It's
Like
not-
we were so used to just Budweiser and
And Budweiser
Corona
tastes like
and all that
Hey,
shit and
Budweiser
everything.
is so hard, bro.
Yeah,
It's a harsh
yeah,
ass
yeah.
fucking
I
beer.
can't drink. It's just
But
whatever.
it's-
It's just whatever. It
Bang for
doesn't-
your buck, bro. That's
Yeah.
why we used to buy that shit. We used to have the plug at Safeway, man.
I don't know if it was bang for the buck, but it was
Yeah,
also
it
some
was, bro.
pride
It
too.
was $30.
We thought we were better than everybody
15
else.
bucks for a 30 bucks.
No,
It
it was
was- I mean-
$19 for a 30 pack.
How much?
Nah,
Nine-
dude. At the
Nah, it
first
was
time,
like
it was
15,
30 packs.
16
Were
bucks, huh?
$14.96 or whatever it was. 15
Yeah.
bucks with the club card. So we used to get
Yeah.
2 30 packs. Right?
Oh, okay.
Like an electrical
Always.
fucking.
Oh shit! I'm about to
2
fucking
30 packs
damn.
for like I don't know, man. A couple of us to
Mhm.
fucking finish.
Fuck this slushy shit.
Nah,
That's
yeah,
why
we would kill
when
that shit
you
quick.
guys were talking about, us playing with half a beer in each cup when we used to play beer pong at our house
When we first started.
with those fucking super-sized tables, we're like, fuck it, this looks like around 10 feet or whatever they play. And the tables weren't even the same level. So we're like, fuck it, this is
Two-
cool. So we
two
just kept
tables
playing.
different?
Yeah, that shit was fun as fuck, dude.
When
But
Adrian
that's
drank.
my most memorable time with you motherfuckers, because it was like just everybody was
That
just
first
like
memory
immature, just
moving
barely
into your
growing up. Yeah,
house.
or we were barely moving into the house, and then we meet the neighbors, and they're like, "Fuck, we were completely fucking drunk." Cardo and I were just the same. We were
Yeah.
fucked up, man. We
I left a
drank
little
the
impression
chicken.
throwing
Yeah.
up. Just
You remember trying to like wash the chicken off the driveway with the water hose,
And
you're
I
like,
didn't
"Fuck,
spray
man,
it.
which
It
house
was
is
just
it?"
like with
Which
the-
house
You know,
was
right?
this?
The chicken's not going. The chicken's not moving.
What house was this though?
My parents' two-story house.
Oh really?
Over by Sierra.
Oh okay. So this fool was
That was
fucking.
the first
We
night
first
that
did
the
that.
first time
Yeah.
that they ever went over to that house.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
They helped us move in and shit. So my pops was like, we're frying chicken. Take them home later. I was like, cool. We're like, if not, just don't take them home. Fuck no, we didn't take them home.
All right, Sam. So this is a question that honestly I probably wouldn't honestly know. Where out of that house or the one when you were with Ely, which house do you feel like we made more memories at? I honestly I don't know because I feel like both of them
They all
fucking-
fun, but those.
like we made hella memories at both. Like I know I like there's
Man.
a lot of
I wouldn't know which house we'd made more memories of.
yeah.
But I'm just thankful to have those memories at both
Mhm.
houses with everybody.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's all part of our little intricate family that we
Mhm.
have.
And
That
the
stems
parties you
from,
guys
you know,
threw,
all
though.
the Manteca cats, the Stockton kids, and French camp crew
Yeah.
and shit. You know, everybody that, like,
Mhm.
when I first started meeting all of Pepe's friends that became my friends, and everybody started playing ball. Like, you guys ball, we ball, fuck it. You know,
More so it's soccer for you
yeah,
guys.
well, dude, yeah.
More so. Mhm.
We played. I still play
You
soccer.
guys got me into fucking
that's what I
soccer.
do, man.
You guys got me to interested in soccer
he-
before I didn't have
I remember
any.
we played indoor, and Chris, I didn't know anything about soccer. To me, that was a foreign sport.
Yeah.
I used to play with the Mormons. Remember that? With Brandon's Mormons?
Oh,
They
at the
tried to get
churches?
us-
Yeah, I've been a few times
We
with
used to
you.
play at the churches a lot.
Yeah, I would go out there. That shit was dope.
Rusty, you remember that?
Dude.
You're
Yo.
like, what kind of a name is fucking Rusty?
Piece of shit,
that
Chris.
kid got a hella offended.
For real? Why? I want to hear this story.
Bro, Brandon was like, hey, you guys want to go? You know, well, Brandon's like, hey, guys, you guys want to go and play some soccer with my Mormons? So we're like, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
But he's like, but they might end up praying or whatever, so just be cool. And yeah, bro, instantly they're like, all right, before we start, like they like introduce every single one of them introduce themselves to us, and he's like, "Hi, my name is Rusty." That was the dude's name, and Chris instantly, what kind of a name is fucking Rusty?
We didn't even get to know the guy. You just straight talk shit about his name.
You gotta think about it. All right, now thinking
We
about
were
it years
young.
later on. No, I'm thinking about it even now. What fucking
Rusty.
kind of name is Rusty?
Rusty.
If you're a parent,
Why
why would you name your child that? Now I'm thinking about it, years later on, and I kind of still want to stand on that hill. Would you name your child Rusty?
Fuck no. That's like insulting. My kid's gonna get fucking made fun of throughout his whole life.
He's not
Rusty.
good at-
Not just that. If he happens to be sucky at a sport, oh dude.
Even if he's not.
Yeah, even if he's not, yeah, he's still a little rusty. Like, you ain't warmed up yet?
His name is gonna be Rusty.
Yeah, like you warming up yet? Nah, I'm a little rusty.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no, I still stand on that point. I don't remember it, but I stand on that point now.
I don't remember.
Well, we used to go kick it with Mormons and play soccer so much with Brandon. And then they would try to like get us to go and just do more church stuff. But we're like, nah, we're cool. Go play Halo and drink the night off, dude. Oh, so many times. Damn.
BJ had some good parties too.
BJ had great parties. BJ
Yeah.
introduced us to Bass Hunter. BJ introduced us to all that techno shit.
I love Brendan, man.
Yeah, I miss him. He's out in Seattle now, from last I heard. He's still doing his art
You,
shit.
you still talk
Shout
to
out,
him or
Brendan.
no?
The last time I talked to him was like maybe less than a week ago, like last week sometime.
That's recent.
Really?
Yeah,
It's really
recent.
recent.
He's just. Well, I shared a picture of
The-
Gabe
the
that he
old
did.
Gabriel picture,
the
right?
old
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
I picked up a bunch of stuff from my parents' house.
How old was Gabe in that picture?
Dude, he wasn't even a year.
Damn.
He wasn't even a year. And he did that for Gabe's baptism. We baptized Gabe when he was like 10 months. So,
Damn.
dude, Gabe wasn't even a
Yeah.
year. So that's hell of years ago. And I remember he was like, man, I got 2 days to draw something. I'm like, dude, if you can't, it's good. And he just like, I think I can. He just put in work with
Started
charcoal
down.
and just.
Has
I was
Gabe
like-
seen that photo and stuff now? Or
Yeah, dude, we got
does he
that shit
recognize
framed.
himself? Or
Oh yeah, dude,
reckon-
it's dead on. Gabe's picture.
Mhm.
I mean, that's basically what we've been doing lately. Just a bunch of videos of Gabe training.
Mhm.
We're just building up a bunch of
Little
training
highlight
videos.
reels. All training
Highlights.
videos,
Yeah, a bunch of training videos that we do.
That's
But
great. That's good.
Dude, with Brandon, just
Mhm.
I think when he comes out, we all get together at my house.
When does he plan on coming down soon? I haven't-
Not soon.
No.
Not soon, but he did
Mhm.
say
He's
he
gonna
did
come
say
down.
he's trying to come out. Well, obviously after this COVID,
Mhm.
was completely done.
Calls it COVID bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
Not technically all bullshit because some people have been affected by it,
How you
but
gonna double back on your point, man?
but still we call it COVID. We call it COVID bullshit because we can't do shit that much, But I would like to have. I would like to.
Limited,
Yeah,
man.
super limited. I mean, it's not. I couldn't even have a baby shower, which I was gonna do Beer Olympics. So
Oh, I know. I remember you blew that shit up. You're like, man, it's gonna be fat.
It's fat, dude.
So-
I paid for like
Like
200
Chris- like
people.
Chris-
Speaking of beer
Beer
Olympics,
Remember that? Those
yeah,
were
Hedda had
crazy.
mentioned it about my about little Chris's baby shower and shit. Like from when that happened at my house, I had completely forgot all about that fucking thing, dude. Until Hedda had mentioned it, and then from there I was like, oh shit, I did have a whole fucking Beer Olympics baby
You had a
shower.
chart.
at
Yeah,
my-
it was super
at my
organized
house.
as well.
Yeah.
Like, those were kept. It was legit.
Damn, dude, that's the one common thing that they keep
He
saying.
doesn't remember kicking out Jason.
Like 3 tables going on.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
super
Riddell was a
organized,
little
man.
kid. Bro, I remember Riddell gigging,
His
moving
little
his little belly like this and shit. I remember, hey.
This dude was a hella good host, bro.
Mhm.
Like,
Would be
his
done and gone
bartender.
out, like, he'd be out somewhere and then
I go vanish.
I showed up with some SBs and Riddell comes up, little ass kid. He goes, "Hey man, I like your SBs." The P.
the P-Rod.
Yeah, I
Damn.
didn't even know you had a little brother. That was my first time meeting him too.
Mhm.
I was like,
man, I'm looking about. Oh, here it is. This
So
picture,
what
man.
memory are we
it's-
throwing back now?
Just a soccer memory of Brennan. Brennan used to
It-
pick on
it's-
Pepe so much.
That's
man.
Tall T Brennan?
That's Tall T Brennan. Yeah.
Tall T Brennan, yeah.
Oh, shit is. Part, bro.
Like, it looks like BJ just kicked the ball at Pepe.
Yeah, he cracked him in the back of the head. That's like, he just like, Brendan was a dick.
Oh,
I mean, I was a dick too, but comedy,
no,
right?
it's Brendan.
It
It's
is-
not
no, it
too
is
much tall T Brendan, but yeah, it's Brendan.
I mean, he's
yeah.
in soccer gear.
Yeah, a little bit. I guess soccer gear's a little bit
Punch
tighter.
is
and
there
shit.
too.
I see Punch, Francois.
It was
Is
hella
this
heads,
Mac
bro.
G? I think that's Mac G.
Yeah, Mac G was there too.
Oh, that's
Man.
Pepe, yeah.
That day, Pepe ended up getting so mad at all of us.
He took his
And-
ball and walked away.
Nah, he took the truck and drove home. Everybody had to park.
Damn.
I heard Martin told me that Pepe didn't talk to Martin
Poochie
for
was
hell
there,
long.
bro. Fucking Poochie, right?
Mm-hmm.
My cousin Poochie
It's coming
was
down
out
on the
there.
28th.
Yeah, he's coming down, dude. He's gonna be
Yeah.
at my house, man.
Mhm.
I'm gonna invite everybody over, dude. Just come hang out.
Hell yeah.
Must be nice.
Come
I
hang
don't
out, man.
My baby's due around that day.
It's okay, man. Just
So
you'll
I'ma
be
try
on
to- I'ma
call.
try to-
Just keep your bag ready and be on call and tell your girl to just.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
she might get
yeah.
some induced in that on the day next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause she's not dilated or nothing. So.
You scared?
No,
You look scared. You
no,
look
I'm just
nervous.
Just fuck, dude.
Just
Just want him to.
sweating, huh?
Nah, it's just I want him to be out. Like fuck.
You're
So, like,
anxious.
Are you
Anxious.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. We got our bags ready, set up. Everything's good.
Ready to be the best dad ever?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, Big
Yep.
Dave's journey, yo.
Big Dave journey.
That's
son.
hard, bro. It's super
Mhm.
hard.
Yeah.
It's been
But don't
difficult.
quit.
No, I don't have
That's
a.
One
My
thing
attitude
I
never.
tell
I never
everybody,
quit.
Don't quit, man.
I never quit. I don't have any.
I don't have all my kids. It's okay to get tired, but
Yeah.
don't quit.
Yeah, I don't quit, bro. I got good. I got skills and perseverance, bro.
Man, prove your dad wrong. You know he's
he
like.
knows he's wrong. He knows
You
I'm
know
the
he
shit.
wants you to fail.
I'm not gonna fail. Never
Don't.
that. That's one thing. I'm fucking cocky, so I'm confident in my abilities,
Mhm.
and it's from getting clowned on and shit like that.
So what's up, Sam? Any more kids in the future right now? nothing planned yet. Right now is you
Does
guys.
Gabe
just-
want a little brother, a little
I'm
sibling?
sure he
Bro,
definitely
Gabe's
does.
always asked for a little sibling.
Mhm.
He wants 2 brothers and a sister.
Oh, he
Well, I
wants
mean,
a
he gets
whole-
probably,
a
he
whole
probably just
crew.
hears. He's like,
Well, I mean, he's been raised with all these other little cousins all
Mhm.
over the place, and all his little cousins look up to him. It's like,
Mhm.
dude, Gabe's a beast, man. He's like, not just because he's my son, but he's so smart. Every grade, he's been the smartest kid in his class.
That's
Mhm.
good.
Even now, the
Mhm.
teacher's always like, telling us like, whatever you guys are doing at home, keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like this kid, he loves to be challenged, man. He's so smart. I mean, and I have to like a lot of you motherfuckers to thank for that, because I don't know any other 2-year-old that was raised with a bunch of crazy fucks and had full on conversations with these dudes.
And he
At
still
2.5,
managed to come out
dude,
fine.
yeah,
And he
no.
still- That's the thing.
The thing was,
people were breaking. Like, I would have a conversation. I'd be hella drunk and I'd be conversating with Gabe like
yeah,
a
man,
normal
this
kid, dude. Like, he was a
kid,
normal
you know,
dude.
would just
Mhm.
talk to all the people, all you guys.
Yeah.
Vicky,
Yeah.
Vicky,
And
Vicky,
that's-
David,
that's the thing,
Hector.
too, though,
He
is,
remembers Hector and didn't
He doesn't
remember
remember
David.
me, though.
And that's the thing is that we would always talk to Gabe like a person.
A
We
person.
wouldn't talk to him like a baby. We wouldn't talk to him like someone small
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Well, yeah, dude, because
he
he
was
was
able to.
2 years old
Mhm.
already talking to all you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He started hella early, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, he was 10 months. He was already walking. When we
Yeah,
baptized him, he
yeah.
was fucking dancing all over the place.
I just remember the funniest part of Gabe, bro. We all come out of the garage. He'd be on the couch. He'll pop out. What's up, David? I'm like, what's up, dude? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm drunk as fuck. I'm like, what's up, dude? Chilling, and I'm just talking, conversing. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm having a blast just drinking with your pops, smoking. I don't think he even understood what smoking was at the time. I was drunk. And he would just, but he would keep conversation, and I think that probably did, like, contribute, like, a lot.
And yeah, this kid is just full of knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
And he's such a good kid, man. And he already, like, he's so ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And he, like, dude, I'm super hard on him. Like, I just talked to Ely today. Like, I got to, dial it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Just because I'm like, dude, if he just settles, he's just going to be another kid that I know that was good at soccer and just did nothing
that's
around here.
But that's the thing. You gotta be hard on him. Life's a bitch.
Exactly.
Real
And he
talk.
understands that.
Real talk. Life is a fucking bitch. Life ain't gonna be like, yo, you're good, bro. Nah, fuck that. Life is gonna be like, bitch. You
like,
know?
be like, oh, you hurt? Oh,
You hurt, bum, nigga? But. Yeah. Oh.
Like 2020, right?
Yeah.
us left and
Mm-mm.
right, man. We're down and it's still kicking us.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do shit. And you're gonna have
The
a
Murder Hornets, according to Chris, they cool and all, but in the last podcast, I was like,
Yeah.
They're out to kill you, bro.
I know, but this fool's like, yeah, the Murder Hornets is cool and all, but
yeah.
I was like, oh, he just said it like, yeah, they're cool and all, but
I'm gonna hurt you, man.
this is.
Mhm.
They're only in Washington. We had a little training thing in our job about them, like what to prevent and shit. I'm like,
How do you prevent a
Like,
murder
not-
hornet
more
from
like
murdering
just-
you?
like the precautions you gotta do, and it was like, what the fuck?
Cautious?
Like to be precautious about the shit, and I'm like, my only way is to go underwater, bro. Just-
So drown yourself
fucking
so a murder
swim.
hornet doesn't kill you.
I was like, that's what I took from it. I don't know.
Nah.
It's like just warn
Makes
us about.
sense.
It's just in case you get sting, you're not suing the fucking job place.
So Sam, speaking of like how David's over here talking about stripes on murder hornets, one of the stripes that we see is the jerseys that are on FC Barcelona. So let's throw it back to how Barcelona was integral to you and how they're your favorite team and everything. Was it before Messi? Was it like the Ronaldinho days? What was it that got you
The Luis
interested in
The Luis Figo.
in Barcelona?
Bro, so
Mhm.
when we found out that there was more soccer than just Mexican League soccer, because that's all we would
How old were
watch.
you when that?
Little, like
uh-huh.
little, just watching Chivas games with my dad and my little brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just straight Mexican League soccer. And then my dad got this fat ass satellite dish that had like over 3,000 channels. Like you would press the channel to change galaxy and different channel series there, and the whole satellite dish would move.
That's that old school shit.
Yeah, bro. And we were like, oh shit, what the fuck? Italian League soccer? Oh fuck. We came up like on hella European soccer. And we're like, damn, Real Madrid is badass. And Barca, we're like, dude, we started watching Real Madrid a lot with Ronaldo.
That was Ronaldo?
The
Okay,
real
so
Ronaldo.
this was okay because I was
Yeah,
about to
that's
say
when- that's when
this is
the-
Zidane. Who
That
else?
was
is
Zidane.
Before this?
They had Raul.
Before
Raul.
Zizou.
It was Raul, right?
Raul.
Raul. That's what Real
Yeah.
Madrid. Raul, Ronaldo. Well, because
This is back
Ronaldo
in
came
the
from
day.
Inter,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went into to
But
Real Madrid.
Dino on Barca is what just, bro. Dino
Was it
just
the
came out.
juggling?
Wasn't Luis Figo too?
Luis Figo was on Real Madrid.
But
at
then
that
he
time.
transferred to
No, he went from Barca,
Barca to. And then there was a
to Real.
controversy about that. I saw a documentary years
He
ago.
was a beast, but that's what just completely just everything Dino. And
Was
I
it
do-
just the juggling skills that you
yeah,
had?
bro.
or-
Because check this
Mhm.
out. Before YouTube was around, before we had any type of internet access,
Yeah.
I was doing all these crazy skills
Mhm.
that they were doing around the world, whatever, picking up the ball, random, balancing the ball in my head, catching it on my chest. Before I seen that
Lot of
shit, before
juggling.
seeing somebody else do it on TV or whatever,
Yeah.
and I started showing all these other kids, and you know that's how a bunch of younger kids that I
Mhm.
know, like Pepe, Victor, all these kids that I got the chance to coach and train when they were like fucking young,
Uh-huh.
up until they were like 15, 16. Some of them I even like helped coach in their high school and shit.
Mhm.
That's how I met a bunch of those kids.
Dang.
A bunch of Pepe's friends, like, oh yeah, you know, I was
Mhm.
helping their JV coach. Like, I would go out there to take Pepe home or whatever, and I just ball around with them. But Dino definitely just sparked hella interest at Barca, bro,
Mhm.
because every game was fucking sick. Magic. It was like watching Kobe, bro. You knew
Yeah.
it was gonna be fucking sick.
You knew there was gonna be a
Hell
little
yeah.
a trick,
Bro,
little
it was
round the, like.
highlights,
Uh-huh.
nonetheless. It's like gonna be fucking ESPN top 10 for sure. But
So from
Dino,
that
bro,
point, once you got that satellite dish, it was on and running from there.
yeah, man, we used
with
to
a
watch hella
Barcelona.
shit, dude. Yeah,
Damn.
man, our room growing up was nothing but Chivas posters, and we're like, fuck. There's European soccer. We started fucking incorporating a bunch of Barca European players that were beasts at that time, you know. But it was cool, man. Soccer is a huge part of my life, and it
Yeah.
still is a huge part of my life.
Definitely, man.
Like, dude, I get paid
to pass on that knowledge.
dude, that's what I'm getting paid for right now, to
Mhm.
play soccer with kids,
Yeah.
to, you know, get them to fall in love with the sport that I'm in love with,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully they can do more than what I'm doing and what I've done, what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
What age group is it that you've been like coaching?
Right now,
Yeah,
it's my son's age group. They're under 11s. Well, they're gonna be under 12s now. Damn, dude, see, my kid's 11 now.
So you're
Your
growing like
kid
as the
must
team
be.
gets
How old
older.
is your oldest kid now, Chris?
My oldest is what are we?
Damn near
2009?
18.
No, 15, 14, right?
What year is this? 2020.
2020, bro.
All right,
He's 20. He's like
it's
15,
2006, so
14, 13, I
14,
think.
15.
Fuck,
Yeah,
bro, he can possibly turn you into a grandpa
yeah, you can. It's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
truly
if he
possible.
follows in your footsteps. You're gonna be a grandpa soon,
It's possible.
if you're not already.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's true.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
I just actually.
Chris will be the first grandpa. Fuck.
Before David's a dad. Nah, just kidding.
Before David's a dad.
Yeah.
David is always hella late.
I'm not tripping. Or it's not a.
It's not
I'm not
something you want to rush.
It's not something I'm gonna rush.
Uh-uh.
I'm kind of
Nah.
happy. I mean, it's not. I'm happy because I'm at a good age, but it's not
Nah,
something
you
I
are,
rush.
man.
I'm not in a rush. Yo, fucking. Nah, I'm really cool. That's fine.
No, it's gonna
Mm.
bring a lot of challenges ahead. David was fortunate enough to wait long enough to have a kid and stuff. Like,
Yeah, because I did my fun and I'm financially good.
And
Blessed.
you got a lot of support around you, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, I do actually.
mhm.
It's fucking crazy because right now I'm staying at our parents' house until we get a house because our credit's like my credit's good, her credit's good, and I've just been waiting for my W-2 forms to get back from my job so I could just start getting a loaner for to get a house. But anyways, fucking we've been getting so many fucking gifts from left to right from like not even if I didn't throw a baby shower, dude. You know we posted up the account and the address and dude just Target boxes, bro. I came by and like stack of boxes we're opening up and the room legit is so like smaller than it is and it's like a bitch because it's all baby stuff and I had to get a storage just to store his shit, like all his shit, the crib because there's no room for a crib. We got a bassinet and stuff like that, and so it's just packed, dude. Like I don't have clothes. Most of my clothes are still here. And shit, the only thing I took is my shoes and just some white tees and pants.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. I don't
That's
really
all
care
you need.
anymore. So, all it's like the rest of her closet is all his clothes, his shoes, his diapers. Cause we took diapers that we got that I'm like, he's not gonna need them till like he's like 6-7 months, you know. So we took those, and then everything that's like from 1 month to newborn, we kept them, and then the clothes from right now. Then cause we got clothes when he's older too, so. And he has hella shoes too, so. Now
So when did you find out, Sam, that David was gonna be a parent?
Shoot, I don't remember.
I kind of blurted it out, or gave him a clue because Erica didn't really
I
want.
think
We were
well, I
called.
was on the phone with you.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with you, and he was acting funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but you said something, and she's like, "Shut up!" And I was like, "This fool just threw her under the bus," and I was like, "Man, this fool knocked up his girl. I was with Hector. I'm pretty sure I was helping him. I'm pretty sure I was helping him move or something."
Yeah.
But I remember I was on the phone with you, and because I told Hector, I was like, "Bro, did your brother knock up his girl?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, I want to be surprised," and you hadn't said shit. And then that's when I told you, I was like, "Bro," and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, she didn't want to know nobody to know just because of the, that 3 months bullshit. I mean, not bullshit, but
She wanted to make sure.
That's
that
how
the
it is at the
pregnancy was
beginning.
safe.
yeah,
When-
she wasn't
When girls, get pregnant, they want to keep it a secret. or
keep it a
whatever,
secret because like
for as long as possible.
They
well,
wanted
not that
to-
because she was as long as possible.
Do you
She
think
doesn't
they
want
want
to
to
be
keep it? Do you think they want to keep it a secret because they don't know if they want to keep the baby or they want to keep the
No.
dad?
No.
No,
No, that was not her reason. That wasn't her reason, you dipshit. I swear to God, no. Her reason was there's a like she's that she had
oh.
nah. She was like her concern was like she had a lot of friends around her that had a lot of miscarriages, and there's like that. I guess there's a certain point of time where it's like, oh, their percentages from them miscarriage is pretty low. So she wanted to wait. I forgot it was like 13 or 14 weeks, and then we passed that. But we were like 10, like I think 12 weeks in, and I was like, fucking. Yeah, I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
yeah, then
Did
the nigga's
waiting-
my blood, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna fucking he's my DNA. We don't give up. Deals don't die, bruh. And then she was like kind of pissed because I kept saying shit like that, but I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I don't feel like that you should wait, like to tell people and everything. Because the feelings when you find out that you yourself are gonna have a child don't change if you find out a month or 5 months later on. It's still the same.
I was excited.
I understand from her perspective as far as like wanting to keep the child and stuff like that, but that emotion of what you felt knowing that you had a child. So say you did have a
Yeah.
child and she has a miscarriage and everything, you yourself, David, are gonna have to deal with that situation of knowing that she was pregnant at one point, and that might come out later on as opposed to you being happy in that initial moment. And expressing to everyone your joy that you felt
She's
when you found out that you had a baby, as opposed to say later on you held it and you did, and she did, say have a miscarriage, and you're telling people under the feeling of depression instead of telling people the happiness. So it doesn't. I don't feel like you should have to wait. Like whenever you find out that
you shouldn't, or I should have waited.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't wait. And I was like, I was happy, but I just think she just didn't want, like you said.
When did she tell her parents? Because a lot of times they want to keep it away
she
from
told
their
her parents
because
probably
like, they
on
know- they
the
feel
on
like
the
they're gonna
12th
be
week on
a
the 12th.
disappointment because they got knocked up
Yeah.
before getting married
No,
or
it was a-
before
well,
being with their baby daddy
Yeah,
for
no,
such
it
a
was-
short amount of time.
Like when we told her parents, it was like, well, she was 12 weeks pregnant, and her parents weren't like really like, they were like, her mom was tearing up, because they're.
Sad tears.
Yeah.
They were no like tearing up, like
Disappointment
goddamn
tears?
it, like shock, like really, like no, they were joyful tears. And, but no, but they weren't like, oh,
I got disappointment tears from my suegro.
but it wasn't like like I just think because like she's like 20, like she's almost in her 30s. And like I don't think they were like, I think they were just like, God damn, finally un pendejo se encontró or some shit, I don't know. But they were more like, oh, they weren't like, not like, oh, we should get pregnant, like they were like, because she was getting pregnant, she didn't want marriage, so they were like, nah, like I was just shocked from their reaction because they're really Catholic, they're straight devoted Catholics. I didn't expect the man that lives over here tell me, well, he was like, oh, all of a sudden, like, you should have waited till marriage. Don't you think her parents want to see her in a white dress?
You fucked up, baby.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what he told
In
me.
your dad's eyes, you're always gonna be.
Yeah, I'm always a
disappointed,
fuck up in his eyes. I'm never gonna surpass him, but I don't care.
You already
It
did.
brings that fire in my eyes. Like I'm a dog that nigga. So
You
it's,
already did, bro.
yeah,
You're
so
good.
I've surpassed him.
Man, when my mom found out that I was gonna have a baby, it was the craziest shit. Because Eli was like, "Don't tell nobody." I was like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna keep it away from these fools. I'm gonna tell them." At the same time, we were playing basketball at Creekside. I was like, "Fuck," I'm on the phone with her. She was in Texas, and she was about to come back, and she's like, "I think I'm pregnant." I was like, "Fuck." She's like, "Don't tell nobody." I was like, "All right." We're hooping. It was like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
and I told all these motherfuckers. And then we went to Jackson that same night. I was like, "Fuck this," but I tried to keep it from my parents for a cool minute. Because we weren't really together at that time. And then I told one of my other best friends that I used to, kick it with hard, Greg, Trav.
Yeah.
And his parents had moved to like Lodi or something, so they hadn't seen my parents in hella years. And it just so happened they both went to Costco at the same time. And my boy had told his mom, like, hey, guess what? Sammy's going to be a dad. She's like, oh, that's tight. He told his mom, and I told him just like, because he's my boy. And she ended up running into my mom at Costco or whatever. She's like, oh, congratulations, you're going to be a grandma. My mom started laughing like, what? No, what? I hadn't told my mom. So my mom found out from one of my friend's mom, one of her friends. And then I remember just coming home one day from work, and she was just in the living room watching a novela. And then she's like, come here. And I sat down just watching, and she's like, is it true what they told me? She's like, they told me you're going to be a dad. Dude, my heart stopped. I was like, I was just shocked, bro, straight up.
Yeah.
Shocked. I was like, fuck, how the hell does she know?
Yeah.
Like, I know these fools wouldn't have told her. Like, I literally had only told these motherfuckers and Greg. And he told his mom, and it just happened to be. She seen my mom. My mom rolled me up, dude. She was like, you going to be a dad? And she hit me up, dude. She was like, but who is it with? Because at the time, I wasn't with Ely.
Yeah.
And I told her, and then she's like, oh, okay, good. She hella likes Ely, bro. But, man, she hit me up, and she was upset that I didn't tell her sooner, bro.
I want to know
I
this.
was hella scared to tell my parents.
I wasn't scared. She didn't want me to tell my parents, but I told my mom, like, As soon as I found out, my mom was hella cool about it. She was like, "Well, that's cool, like she was like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't like, oh, disappointed, you know." And she always wanted. I think my mom's a really easygoing person, you know.
Yeah, your
My-
mom's time, man.
And my dad's just
Complete opposite.
yeah, he's
Piece
just
of shit.
yeah, total douche, dude. I mean, he's not a piece of shit, but he's just a douchebag.
Se pasa.
Se
ese güey
pasa, yeah. There's
Se
I'm
pasa.
trying to get him on the podcast, but he always
Bro.
tells me para poner de ridículo, and I'm like, well, I mean, you gonna do that yourself,
If
but
your son punks another kid, are you gonna hit your son in the head with a beer?
no. I'm like-
Exactly. What the fuck?
I'm like, yo, dude, that's what you can't do. Can't do that
You
shit.
can't do that shit. Nah.
But yeah, he is.
Challenge your kid, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm thankful for my kid, bro. And really, he's what drives me, bro, to just do everything that I can to set an example. Like, everything that I've done is to set an example for him.
Speaking
to,
of
But
this-
you
gotta
haven't
do
said
better.
if there's another one in the works yet or
No,
not.
I did.
No.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
You know, me and Edie talk about it all the time. You know, she's like, okay, well, we can, plan on it. Our plan was to try and get pregnant this summer, so next summer we have a kid or whatever. But I think we're gonna wait just a bit longer. Like right now, we're pretty good financially. Everything's working pretty well. We're both finishing up our schooling and stuff, so it's going pretty good.
As soon as the schooling is done and everything, then bam.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Try
because
to go at it.
it's gonna be hard for her. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, it'll definitely be hard for her with school work and trying to be a new mom again. Because like now, dude, our kid's 11. He does a lot of stuff for himself. We still gotta clean up after him as a kid.
Yeah, and you guys might have a child that isn't so self-sufficient. You might have a child that might depend on you guys more.
Definitely.
Gabe was, like,
this
kinda
kid- this
just, like-
person, this new kid that we do
Yeah.
have, we're gonna have to give him more attention. And that's one thing we do explain to Gabe now.
Yeah.
We're like, because he fiends for attention all the time. And we're like, dude, man, we're with him all the time, and he's still like, hey, Dad, check this out. Hey, Dad. It's like,
I
all right,
remember when we
You know,
conversating
all the
in the end,
time.
and then Erica got mad at me. She's like, "Let him speak," but then you were telling me, Gabe, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, dude, he always wants to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like, he makes friends everywhere he goes.
That's-
I was like, you know those kids? He's like, no, I just met him. Like, all right. But dude, he's
that's a pretty
such
good. That's pretty cool though, cause
he's hella confident, bro.
Yeah,
He's like
confident
right now.
kid.
He's noticed his little gains. Like he's been putting in work, man, and all the time, dude. He'll flex on me all the time. He's like, Dad, check this out, and he'll flex his biceps, his little 6-pack. I'm like, okay. Like now he'll bust out pull-ups. Like yesterday, my mom showed up to my house, and he's like, watch this, Grandma. And he busted 2 pull-ups, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
he speaks Spanish too, right? Or,
Yeah, bien mucho, pero sí.
No, it's cool though.
He understands it 100%, and we got him a phone for his birthday this past March.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And-
big boy steps right there.
Yeah, dude. And I told him, I was like, you gotta text Grandma every day, like in Spanish. So he texts my mom all the time in Spanish, and she'll call him and they'll talk in Spanish all the time.
Oh, that's cool. That's
so
cool.
he's been practicing the Spanish because he loves Mexico.
yeah.
Our little pueblito in Teochi,
yeah.
he loves it. Bro,
You went out there and visited? You guys took him out there or something?
yeah.
Yeah.
We've been out there twice already with him.
You know who's
And-
also intelligent is Thiago.
And Thiago, dude, I love
That
Thiago,
kid,
man.
that kid is intelligent,
That little
bro.
British child.
Yeah.
He only puts a little accent, a little flavor on the last word that he says.
Yeah.
All the time, man. And when I first noticed that, I was like, dude, that's tight. And he'll be like, Tio Sam, so what's going on? And I'm like, hey, I'm like, dude, that's tight. Dude, yeah, Thiago's tight, man.
I remember
I miss
we
that
were
kid. He's hella smart.
we were eating at Buffalo Wild Wings, and Thiago, I guess, ordered some fucking movies and shit on Pepe's phone, and he didn't even realize it. So he's like, "Oh shit, this fool!" Like he
I
legit.
think when Cars first came out, like on pay-per-view or whatever, he ordered and he purchased all of them. He must have been like 2 or 3, heck a little. His grandparents like just let him watch TV in the room with the remote, just like, here, let's put a movie on for him, and he ended up buying a bunch of cartoon movies, and Pepe got heated. What kid wanted to watch all those movies.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, he's like, I just wanted to watch the movie.
He has this little like show going on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching it, supporting, show the love. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
He's
out.
about to
Shout
start
out.
his own YouTube channel too,
YouTube.
man.
Yeah, that's
Even,
crazy. That's cool.
curating a bunch of videos.
Who
of
edits
him.
it? Like, who does all the editing? And it's
Who-
not bad. Pretty good editing.
Diablo's videos?
Yeah,
Maria does, I'm pretty sure.
they're pretty good. Like,
yeah, they
the
are.
little
They're
sound
tight.
effects and
Yeah,
shit.
the sound effects are tight.
Like, hey.
We love watching those videos.
Yeah, I'll be
man.
watching. I'm about to.
Dude, my nieces are like, oh, they all want to become YouTube.
Yeah, it's like
YouTubers
the
or
new
whatever.
little trend going on and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's tight though, man. All those kids they're gonna be little beasts, bro. They'll get when we get together, like all our family members. I'll always like play soccer with them
This
or
is
whatever.
brutal.
I challenge them, but it all comes back to like what you had said.
When you
you
guys
know,
were in the ranch
competition.
playing
Yeah,
all the
competition just-
Mm-hmm.
It's what bred all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of your boys was bred by competition.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I have a very big ass competitive drive.
Bro, we all do. That's what I try to instill in every one of my kids,
Yeah.
bro. It's like I literally ask Gabriel all the time, how great do you want to be? Like for real, how great do you really want to be?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll tell me, and I'll explain to him, you know, what the purpose of creating a actual goal that he can really achieve,
Mm-hmm.
you know, by a certain time. And if you ask yourself, really, how great do you want to be? If you don't really think about that, like how you can get to that greatness, it's like, so how great are you gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the
instill
things.
that competition to all our kids.
So one
my
thing that I'm
kids
sure
is-
that's tough for Gabriel to adjust to now is, well, I'm sure he still plays with others with sports and stuff like that, but now schools aren't open, so I'm sure he's having to learn from school. How has Gabriel adjusted to that shift? Because they might not end up going back to school. If they do, it's going to be a lot different. They'll be more separate. They're going to be encouraged not to necessarily play with each other as much. How has Gabriel been adjusting to it, or have you seen him try to is it frustrating for him? What have you noticed differently?
Man, it's totally frustrating for him
Mm-hmm.
because we can't even go to my parents' house too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just cause of, we're trying to social distancing or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't really have any other kids that are his age around where we live.
Yeah.
The ones that he does have is like neighbors, but their
Mhm.
parents are like, oh, don't come over or whatever.
Mhm.
But one of the moms actually got all the kids. It's like 4 kids that live around us,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all in the same class or whatever it is. And she got them walkie-talkies. So at first they all started communicate on a walkie-talkie,
Mhm.
like, hey, come to the fence or whatever. So they just play like volleyball over the fence, and Gabe would just dog the neighbor or whatever. But nah, he definitely has been a little frustrated. That's why it stems down. I'm frustrated as well. It's like,
Mhm.
dude, me and him we're home all the time, so we'll just play FIFA, play Halo, play whatever,
Yeah.
just play a bunch of
It's a
stuff with
hard.
Legos.
It's a hard adjustment for his
Yeah,
personality.
for people that
social-
have social personalities,
personalities.
it's tough.
It's
and
tough for me. I'm very social. Like damn. Like for the first
like
think
all
month.
the people that show up to our house, like our family,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, no hugs, but he's like, man, I want to hug all my family, and shit,
Dude, I still forget. Like some dude, I showed
Me too,
up.
man.
Some dude was walking with a dog, and I was like, hey, that's how I have German Shepherd, have a husky. Oh yeah. You have a yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta take a piss.
Go
man.
ahead.
It's
You
good.
go ahead, bro. We'll
we'll
keep
keep
the
talking.
Yeah, you guys
conversation.
keep talking.
we'll keep
Yeah, we'll keep
conversating.
conversating. So, anyway, I'm walking by and I'm leaving and the guy's walking his dog and I was like, oh, that's a nice dog, it's a half German Shepherd
Mhm.
and half husky. He's like, yeah. I was like, how do you know? I was like, I have one, And he's like, is it male? I'm like, yeah. He goes, here's his balls? Yeah. I was like, get my number. So I got his number and I was wanting to go shake his hand. My name was David and he goes, oh, social distance. So he gives me the elbow. I'm like, oh shit, my fault, dude. I
It's
totally
like,
forget. It's hard for me not to.
You're like, so our dogs can fuck, but we can't shake hands. Is that
I'm
what
not-
it's like?
You make a good point, but
You hit 'em
That's
with that
true.
one? You're like, "Our
I guess
can
dogs are
fuck?"
they got a better immune system to fight off the COVID
Mhm.
antibodies.
I heard it. Well, I heard a dog had tested positive for it too and shit.
Or the cat.
I know cats were testing positive for it, but I heard a dog had tested positive for it too.
But I think dogs have a better immune system. Oh, what fight is that?
The one who just happened.
Is that Gaethje?
No. Duncan Kim and Polo Red.
Oh, okay. No, that Gaethje fight versus it's a good fight, dude.
So David, dig through some of those pictures that Sam brought. Let's see what else is.
Can you pass me those pictures, dude? So,
What else?
I've been taking pictures. So I have a picture of your. I
just
just seen Ratchet Cardo. He looks like one of those Ratchet girls. So, okay.
So Sam, one of the things that we had asked Hera on our last episode was how he kind of explained to his kids, like everything that's going on is like as far as like the COVID bullshit and all that. Especially him being someone that actually tested positive. How is he able to like? How do you describe that to like a young kid? How have you tried parenting and kind of telling Gabriel like, hey, this is kind of what's going on in the world right now?
Well, actually, his class was doing every day. They used to do CNN 10.
Dude, you were
So they
choking
were
that time.
What's that?
literally
10 minutes of CNN or something?
yeah 10 minutes of CNN
Mm-hmm.
at school every day. And
Oh,
then
they have
would
them
do,
as a requirement.
yeah they.
Oh, that's
So it
cool.
was dope. Like they're basically like keeping up to date with everything that was going on, and they would like do assignments on it every day. CNN 10, and that's what he was doing. And he he was up to date with everything that was going on because of school.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he's always like trying to know what's going on. And so like when me and Eli are talking or whatever, and he'll ask and he'll just come up and like, hey, wait, what did I hear you guys say? And if it's something like like that, we'll explain it to him. Like we do treat him like he's an adult at times, and then other times we're just like, nah, we ain't gonna tell you. Like he's been watching a lot of like mature like TV with us. Like he just started watching Criminal Minds with us. So he started watching like rated R movie with us, and so he's pretty mature for a little 11-year-old, and so he kind of knows already like what's going on with the virus or the whole pandemic, and trying to be socially distant.
So his understanding of
Yeah.
why places are closed, why you can't go out as often,
Oh, yeah.
why there's no school and all that stuff. Cause,
Yeah. Oh yeah. He looks forward to his class meetings on his
like a
laptop.
Zoom or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, they're like what 30 minutes.
Dude, he'll be on there for a good 2 hours sometimes.
Oh, because I know they don't like. Erica does 30-minute Zooms with her students, but that's because they don't pay the subscription or some crap like that. So. I
Nah,
don't-
well, they just do it through Google.
Oh,
like the
okay.
Google Classroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, which is.
There's a couple good pictures in there, man.
What are some that you want to go ahead and mention, Sam? You brought all these photos. I'm sure you
Man,
want to talk up a couple memories.
This
There are a
is
lot of
old
good
school
memories. They're
Mac
bringing
G,
hella
though. I
like
don't know where that
hella
was.
flashbacks. I wish we
Man, just
one day we'll have a little slideshow of all this shit and
not
some more.
even looking through
I was
the
thinking of
pictures,
putting them
man,
if
but
I could get some photos so I could get copies. I'm taking a picture with my hand.
I brought a bunch of random pictures because I was like, man, I'm going to bring a bunch of pictures of Chris that I have. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring a lot of pictures that
Good-ass
mean something
memories.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Mac, dude, I love the Mac.
Mac is
Bro,
crazy.
he basically was my best friend's little cousin. When him and Marco started coming around, bro, Paquito came up with this cartoon. He used to call them the Tater Nuts, the Tater Nut Gang.
The Tater Nut
The
Gang.
Tater Nut Gang, bro. It was the Mac, Marcos, my brother, Toad, and Cardo.
Do you remember?
Bro, he used to draw them on fucking paint. He created cartoons with them. And, yep, the Tater Nut Gang.
Bro, it was some brutal shit because on MySpace, back in the days, you could edit their heads, and Mac G would be on a sumo wrestler. I remember they fucked me over
We
with
used
a
to do
suit.
some crazy shit too.
Paquito
David especially.
But yeah, they fucked me over. They cut my head off and put me in a Superman head or some bullshit. They cut off when I had my braids with the cricket braid. I remember, but Mac G took it brutal too, because I seen the picture with him, and it was a sumo wrestler, and he was jacking off with like a little small dick, fool. And it was a jiffy, like, but it was Mac G's head in it, and Paquito's the one I would post them and shit.
Yeah,
I gotta
dude.
go pee.
I remember a lot of good stuff with the Mac. Like growing up with all these kids, man. Like you just came to us like a little bit later.
Yeah, right
But
right
that's
after.
why I brought a bunch of these pictures. Like all the French camp kids that were homies with the Mac and Marcos before they were friends with me. I was able to like, cool. If they're good friends with them, they're definitely somebody that I can count on, or if I can be somebody they can count on.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna try and offer anything I can.
Mm-hmm.
So like my whole life I've been trying to live like that. Like if I can help you out with something, like help you get better some way somehow, even if it's some place just to kick it or whatever. In which my house, that's what it was.
No,
It
we
was a
definitely
place to kick it,
appreciate
bro.
it, man. Yeah, yeah. Like you're saying, I did come in the picture a little bit later and everything, and that's kind of what another reason that why we started like this podcast and everything is to kind of see how all of our stories intertwine and to relive a lot of these memories and you know I'm learning a lot about like everyone that's coming on and learning like their history of how everyone was connected and related to prior to even me entering the picture because I know for you guys a lot of it did start on the ranch even before that and for me it's just interesting to get to know you know how you guys stayed connected over all these years and
Yeah.
everything and
I've known Miguel since diapers, bro.
and then like me
I
didn't
think we met Miguel's parents before we met Miguel.
damn
Straight up.
yeah man like it's crazy like for me because for you guys like I said you guys know each other for years and years and years and I haven't necessarily had friends like that like I've probably had like one friend that I've known for longer than like I've been close with Cardo and everything and yeah it's just it's great to hear how and why you guys have been connected like for as long as you guys have been and you know what grew us to be friends even to the days that we were having parties at your house which we really do appreciate you man just like I said opening your door and how you said you wanted you know to do help us you know if you could better us in any way you definitely bettered our friendship for allowing your door to be open and for all of us to come in and spend that time together it was great bonding time we definitely got real close.
Yeah, man. I like I said, I thank a lot of you motherfuckers for helping me with Gabe. Like his little early beginnings are because of everybody that he was around.
He has a little bit of influence from everyone.
For everybody, yeah. Whether it was positive or negative, you know,
Yeah.
he was able to
Yeah.
grab something off of them and just, you know,
Oh, so one of the
get
memories that
smart,
I have
man.
from us also is one of the first times that I was allowed to ever like go out and like I was allowed to go spend the night and stuff, but I wasn't ever allowed to go out of the city. It was the first time we went to LA when it was me, you, Ricardo, Lily, Lisa, Frisco and Hera. And we went to LA and we went to Universal Studios. We stayed at I want to say it was one of Ricardo's cousins' house.
We stayed in Pico Rivera at their cousin's house.
Yeah. And that was the first time dude that I had ever just went out and like out of the town.
We went to Santa Monica to the
Yo,
mall. We kicked
yeah.
it hard, bro. That shit was fun, man.
That was the first time that, like I said, that I was ever out of town like with any
You
friends.
tearing
or
it up
whatever.
in the toilet.
Yeah.
Isn't there a picture of you taking a shit?
There might be. I don't know.
Through the
I
window?
don't-
There was
Through
a
a window,
video.
huh?
Yeah, there was a
Window. I
video,
remember
bro.
seeing the
Window.
picture.
So I was able to sign into my old MySpace
Yeah.
after, you know, listening to your guys' podcast
I
or
still
whatever.
got access to mine.
And I seen a lot of those pictures, like when you were talking about going to LA, and that time we went to Frisco for the day. We took the BART. I got
Yeah,
pictures on my
yeah.
MySpace of you, fucking Cardo and me just
I remember at the bar station,
bullshitting.
I was wearing khaki pants,
Bro,
khaki outfit.
Yeah,
like
We
that
were
tracksuit
both wearing a
brown
khaki outfit,
and-
man.
I remember.
I was
the
wearing some
Vans.
Timbs, bro. Some
Yeah.
Dickies.
I remember that Bart right now also.
Yeah, man. That was some fun stuff, man. Those were like real early like trips with you.
Those were some of the first ones. Like that was even before we were like drinking and stuff. Like we might have had maybe one or two or.
Were you a senior at the time, or?
This is like right after. Damn, dude, I want to say it's right after.
This is
senior
one of my
also.
favorite pictures, man.
Yeah, with the light glowing on us, all of us
Yeah,
having
man.
long hair.
That's a hard picture,
They were all
bro.
braided. Thanks
Carl
to
let me
Lisa.
borrow a jersey, fucking LeBron jersey. LeBron James.
Carter
Yeah,
was straight
man,
gangster. One of the pictures that Jackie was showing the picture of
I
Cardo.
forgot to tell Hedda about that trip and what he remembers on it and stuff.
Another one of those
Damn.
drinking nights.
That's fucking
Another
funny.
drinking fun night, man.
Y'all look like gangsters.
Dude, a lot of good memories I have with you motherfuckers is when everybody was together. And I mean everybody.
Like the big parties.
And not
and-
even like the days after the big parties. And we'd be like, fuck, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Everybody's gonna be hungover.
Mhm.
Let's go to the lake.
I think
Punch
those
and
days.
all those other fools.
Tag.
Bro, when yeah,
Car tag. Oh,
that was
man.
very dangerous.
insane. Yeah, dude, we used to do some stupid shit.
I
I
remember-
forgot about.
I
car
remember
tag.
I guys were playing card tag, and we were coming back from the lake,
Uh-huh.
and fucking Chris sticks out his head, dude. You're fucking mobbing in the white truck. I think it was a white
Now it was my dad's Suburban.
Suburban,
Mhm.
mobbing like I don't know, and then Chris is almost like sticking out like
Bro.
and tries to tag Ponch's
Punch.
fucking
Punch
Beamer.
is like, oh,
And serves off, and I was like, that motherfucker could have fall off. And it just instant, that would have been not a good idea. That would have been a
Put
whole.
his fucking whip in 4-wheel drive, and he said, "Fuck that, I'm
You
not
got
gonna
off
be
road.
it." Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Man, we used to have fun times back then with Punch, and
if
when
y'all remember
everybody
car
would come out
tag.
there too, man.
Man, that's gonna have to be an episode on its own.
Car tag.
Car tag. Don't try it, but if you can't try it, it's fine. Fuck it.
There's some
Mhm.
bad repercussions on that one.
Nah, yeah, dude, we got blurred by cops one time, just 'cause I remember down
When I
Yosemite
ran?
when you
Yeah.
this fool ran, bro. He like we were on
Mhm.
Yosemite by the bowling alley.
So we got off the car.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was like, "Oh," he got out the
Like a
car.
block before, just
Yo.
to sneak up on someone.
We all got blurred because they're like, we're trying to flip the whip, and this fool just booked it, bro. Dude, when you started talking about that Zune, instant memories too. When you got by the cops.
Yeah, when I stole a bike.
Yeah,
When I
stole a
expensive
bike.
ass
Yeah, just
little
to-
bitch
I didn't
ass
know-
bike.
it was- Wasn't it like a horror?
I don't know
Horror bike?
what type of bike it was. So if you guys know that there's some bikes that cost, I guess, more than thousands of dollars. I didn't know this fucking shit. I
There
just
is
assumed
bikes
the
that are
bike.
worth $1,000.
I just assumed
bro.
the bike was a fucking bike, you
I'm
know.
about to
and
buy one.
so I seen one on someone's front porch, and at the time we would always ride bikes, and a lot of us were on handles, on the fucking pegs, and I didn't feel like riding fucking someone's pegs that day. So let me go ahead and grab this bike in the front of the yard. I might return it, I might not. We'll see. And so let me go ahead and borrow it for a moment.
You
As
never
soon as
thought
I
about
go
riding a
and
skateboard?
as soon as I went and snatched it, it was a fucking BMX bike. The seat was all the way down to the ground and shit, so I couldn't even fucking ride it. And then yeah, like that person is following me in a car with their mom, and they call the cops. And we had
This whole
two
time you had
bottles.
your Zune in, just slapping.
I had my Zune in, and we had a couple bottles of alcohol, and then I ended up passing them to Miguel, and then the cops ended up trapping me in an alleyway, and they told me to apologize, and so I apologized and fucking.
You know what? It's like a random ass.
And that was it.
Memory, bro, of when it was right after 4th of July, and I showed up. And you guys had a party before, but y'all showed up, and then that's how I met Ponch, Martin, Mark Antonio, their brother, and then I met BJ and Willie.
Fucking Willie, man.
And then I think it was like a week, like 2 weeks later, I want to say, I go back, you pick me and Chris and Cardo from Cardo's house. We go see Pepe play soccer at Bear Creek. We end up going to the mall after. I think you were trying to buy a fit. You got paid that day, so these fuckers were trying to be like, "What's up, Sam? Buy us a 30-pack. Buy us a 30-pack." I can see Chris trying to be the little devil. Come on, man, don't buy that fit, but buy that 30-pack. We go
buy
check.
two 30-packs.
Yeah, you bought 2 30-packs, and then but that's what I'm leading to. So we get to the mall. And there's like,
And
you know,
chocolate cupcakes that
Yeah.
Cardo would always sneak in
Yeah.
the fucking car.
yeah, and then we were in the mall. You're looking at gauges, and I had gauges, and then the guy goes, so the rat comes up to Chris. So what size are you? And this dipshit goes, I'm this size, and he's pretty much measuring how big his penis is. And the guy looked at him like awkward and was like walked around. That night we ended up getting the beard. We ended up going some of your coworkers' house. I don't know who's to drop off some game for the Xbox. Anyways, we get to the park. I think it was Northgate. My window's down, and out of nowhere, I get hit by the fucking sprinkler of the fucking park, dude. Like, it was a fucked up sprinkler that was spraying into the street, and Sam had to pass by that broken sprinkler, and my door was open, and I'm the one holding the 30-pack, and I just go, I'm like, what the fuck, I got sprayed. We got drunk, drank that 230-pack, we're walking. Chris just randomly picks a fucking neighbor. We're walking to Pack and Save to get more beer. We didn't even end up making it, too, because we're all fucked up. That was my first time drinking too.
That was your first time.
That was my
drinking?
first time drinking a Budweiser.
Dude, my house was a lot of people's
First time,
drinking.
yeah. Adrian's first time. We were if you brought the Goldschlick vodka.
Intermission.
Intermission.
That was the worst vodka.
He-
Until the day I will not drink.
He
Vodka.
chugged that bitch too like it was water. But I remember we
That's why he
walked.
was all
Chris goes,
shit
"I gotta
faced,
take a
man."
piss. I gotta take a piss," and he goes up the like some random house, like fucking garbage can, and
Man,
starts pissing.
I think that time Izzy 4 shots.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, faux shot.
That fool was hella drunk, and I remember he was outside. I think somebody was supposed to pick him up, and he starts to throw up like on the sidewalk, but he was wearing some new Jordan. So this fool, I never seen nobody do it. Like he crouches down and he throws up in a circle, like he spins around and he's
He did
throwing
like
up.
a
And I'm
sprinkler.
Like, yeah, bro. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he says he wasn't trying to get his new Jordans dirty with throw up. I was like, man, that shit looks hella funny because it's just a little ass drunk kid just spinning in circles throwing up. I was like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Easy faux shots.
Yeah, man.
I've never partied with. I think I went to party with that for a few times.
He used to come around a lot, bro. I met him playing soccer.
Was he
Yeah, hell no, he was terrible, bro.
Yeah.
I think I
He
played with
talked
them.
hella shit.
I remember I played with them one time at the park, and he would just juke hella
Dumbass, he's
people.
Oakland.
Yeah.
Fucking Izzy, bro.
Dipshit.
Dude, yeah.
I seen that fool at. That's what-
Our spot, man, used to be a lot of people's like first times, right?
Yeah.
But everybody knew it was like Sam, Chris, and Cardo, the 3 main motherfuckers there.
Yeah.
And then once Brandon came through, dude, Brandon used to live with us, straight up. Like when he
With
was,
Halo and shit.
bro, his parents wanted him. His grandma bribed him with her car, with her new car. If he went out on a mission, you know, on his mission,
Yeah.
and he was like, he talked to me about that. I was like, dude, fuck, I don't know, man, I wouldn't do it. Fuck that, I'm not Mormon.
Mhm.
So he didn't end up going. Like he drove that car. He drove that car to my house when he first got it. He's like, dude, look at this, and he told me, and I was like, fuck it, go on your mission. I guess you're gonna miss out on everything, and he didn't go, but because he was still trying to pursue like art and stuff.
Mhm.
And yeah, man, he used to hang out with us all the time at that house.
Mhm.
Or one time, dude, he would talk shit to Pepe, but he loved Pepe. He still does. He's on his nuts. And one time, I remember I was already fucking drunk, and Pepe is the one that told me that Brandon tried to fill up a 5-gallon jug, like a water container, with throw up.
What the fuck? What?
Okay, so the following morning when I woke up, Pepe was like, yeah, fuck Brandon. And then he starts telling me that, you know, he was just being a dick the whole night, claiming how if he's going to fill up the container with throw up, and Pepe is just like trying to take care of him because he's drunk and fucking belligerent. And he ends up throwing up in the container hella times. And Pepe finally convinced him to just throw the container over that sound wall that was at our house. You know how we used to live right by the fucking freeway.
Behind the freeway.
So,
The freeway's
yeah,
behind you guys.
Pepe said he threw that shit over. He's like, fuck, that shit had throw up in it, man. Because apparently, like, we had set that shit up. So everybody that came over, like, wanted to pitch in for more beer.
Mhm.
Like, just drop, you know, fucking coins or money in there. But Brandon ended up trying to fill it up with throw up.
I think the time that I threw up the most at your house was probably the time I attempted to drink 6 beers
Oh,
in
man.
a minute.
It's still on YouTube.
30 seconds, yeah.
30 seconds. I tried to do it.
I
in
watched
6
that a couple times because it
Mhm.
brings back memories, dude.
Well, that time Pepe, how young and little he was at that time with the hair.
He, looks
He was
hella
at our
little. He was
shoulder at
barely
that
hitting- Yeah, he was
point.
barely hitting his growth spurt.
Yeah, he
That's crazy when he hit his growth spurt, bro.
out of
One
nowhere.
summer, yeah.
Yeah,
his,
just this-
senior,
I remember
his
seeing
junior
him.
year to senior year, bro. This kid grew like 10 inches.
Yeah, I remember. I was like,
Crazy.
whoa.
Dude, and if you ask him till this day, he'd be
Mhm.
like fucking cereal and fucking weed.
Yeah,
That's how he grew.
That THC make that boy grew up.
Mhm.
For real, man.
I remember there was some when that fool was a lit head. It was crazy at over here at the house by Kmart,
At the burn office.
the burn office.
Burn off.
Bro, I would show up and
All the associates.
yeah, we would. I would always show up because I didn't have a job at the time, and I hit Pepe up, and then we couldn't find anybody to buy trees. I had money, but we had no drug dealer, and then we're just scraping the bowl, bro, just knocks, trying to get some fucking hash or something
Little
out.
resin out of it.
Yeah, because I just was starting to move back into Stockton, so I didn't really know anybody to get my bud. Until I remember we used to go to some guy's house. It was Fabian's boy, but we used to go over by over by where BJ used to live. We used to go there all the time, dude, to get some trees from there and shit like that and smoke. The burn office.
She sounds familiar. I forgot.
By,
that
No, by Ramus.
By
By-
Ramus? Yeah,
Yeah.
by Ramus.
By Ramus.
I remember going to Ramus.
You ran
lot
over a
with-
cat that day. A few times you
Probably.
Man,
ran
we
over a
used to
cat
do
because
a lot of shit in our Durango. Remember my Durango, bro? I remember
Mm.
kicking it with you and Cardo a lot in my Durango.
Yeah. It would be. I remember the majority of those times. It would be right after you would get out of work at AutoZone. That's the time that I remember, like being in Durango, and then also taking it to the lake. Well, no, we would take
A
more of
lot
your
of
dad's
times,
Suburban
so,
to the
like-
lake, right?
Yeah,
And
we took
then-
we took both waves to the lake out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've only been. I think I went to the lake one time with you guys, and that's when Miguel got slapped
Do you still got that Durango
or
no?
thrown.
Nah, I got rid of that
You
shit
got rid of
years
it?
ago. Yeah. Good memories. You remember when we kicked it with two of your boys from Stockton? I think they were twins.
Oh, Ricky
and we went to the lake.
Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky and something else.
I've heard his other
Oh
twin, Ricky and.
yeah. Later on, one of them got accused for rape. Later on in the future.
Oh wow! I like how you just throw it out there in the podcast.
Well, hey
I
man,
didn't say last
shit
names.
happens, dude.
Huh?
I didn't say last
Rapes.
name.
You didn't say last name, but really,
Yeah.
Rapes happen, bro.
you didn't get prosecuted or something?
I don't know. I just know he was arrested for it. I don't know.
Dude, I remember that day we were like by the mall
Mm-hmm.
and we were just slapping hard.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop, remember the cop right next to us, fucking just mean mugging us, telling us to turn that shit down. I'm positive
Yeah.
if you remind Cardo will remember, cause Cardo was a fucking shotgun, and the cop is like just turns over and mugs the shit out of Cardo and tells him to put that shit down.
Do you
We got
remember
punked.
Marco's favorite song?
Marco's favorite song?
Yeah, song.
I remember
Marco's
Chris
favorite
coming
song.
up with all the
The mix
mixes,
CDs?
bro.
The mix.
All the mixes. Hey, this was the shit, bro.
Yeah.
We would play like this shit and crazy fucking shit like berries and cream, berries and cream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Berries and
random
Cream. I mean, that was
shit.
Miguel's song on MySpace for the longest.
Berries and cream?
Berries and Cream.
Man,
No,
the-
was it Peaches and Cream?
Nah.
Was it Berries and Cream?
Berries and cream.
It's
Berries and
under there, yeah.
It was some dude from
Bro, that shit was
that.
Man,
Oh yep,
hey.
oh yep, oh yeah. And then that one,
the hyphy movement was hard, bro. We hit that shit hard.
cutting it up,
This
Be-
and gig and
cutting it up.
Yep.
And then that song
What year
from
was Cutting It Up, Rebel?
that was 2006 or 7
2006?
or 7. But I remember
Berries and Cream was 2006.
2006?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
we
Berries
still-
and Cream
but
was 2006?
I remember
That was
another.
a black
I remember
star.
we were singing. We
The black
kissed a
star.
girl, and I liked it. That's a chair, and we would point at Marco's, and Marco was just singing it.
He would sing that shit.
Then he would sing the gay part or some shit. No offense, but it's just,
Man, I got a lot of good memories with those kids, bro.
yeah.
Fucking-
And then that
Well,
one
with
and then
all
the
you kids,
fuck
bro.
that, fuck yeah, fuck that from fucking Corn.
Mhm.
Bro,
Yeah, man,
Chris
we had all the
would,
mixes.
Chris had to put in that, random ass track.
Mhm.
You know, we'd get the party hella cracking, just hyphy shit, and then a random ass fucking song to
Well,
come up out of nowhere.
I remember going to clubs. So we were gonna go. This is the first time we were gonna actually go to a club. It was me, Cardo, this fool, Chris, and then Julio. Julio was our chauffeur. He drove the beat.
Always.
Yeah, he always was a chauffeur. He would always volunteer. So we ended up getting a shoebox, and we put hella beer. We put ice and we put beer because we didn't have nowhere to put it at. So we had to go. We're going to the club, so we're all hella Jews. It's our first time. We're going to an 18 over club in Sacramento. This motherfucker puts his first CD, and it's like he said we're going to the club, so we're in that techno vibe. And the first song you go, "Hey Barbie, let's go party," and then it just leads to all of the bass hunter. But we ended up not going to the club. We just decided to just go to a strip club and shit like that.
Oh, that wasn't when we had two different, where we didn't split ways?
Oh no, that was another time. We ended up we ended up going to a 20 and over one. It was a 21 and no, it was 18 and over club, but it was also 21. It was called the Barcode. So it was me, Julio, Chris, and Cardo. But Julio and Cardo didn't get to go in because they were wearing Nikes, and me and Chris got in because we were wearing Vans. And I remember Chris was like, "We gotta have a better night than them." And we did, and I think I had a good ass night because they ended up going to La Tropicana And I used to think that Tropicana was cool, but it was not. Like,
All the paisas and
yeah, and like fucking Barco was the shit. I had a great time.
I think it was more our vibe too, because I feel like Tropicana was more Ricardo and
Yeah, it
vibe
was. It
anyways.
was.
So for us, it was more our vibe, more hip hop ish as opposed to the Mexican
Flamingo
music and
vibe.
shit.
But I feel like when they picked us up, because they ended their night a little earlier. They were waiting for us, and the club was over. They looked hella salty, like they had all that shit.
You could tell they didn't have as good fun of a time as that we did and shit.
And there you go again with that competition, man.
I remember
Competition breeds
I remember
friends and family.
Chris
bro.
was like, "Bro, we gotta have a better time than these guys."
Yeah, I told that David off rip. Like as soon as we were gonna split the night up, it's like fuck that. We're gonna have a better night than them.
I had a fucking. I think I never danced with that many girls in one club that time, and they were all like way out of my league. So I had a great time. Chris was dancing a lot, so it was cool, man. It was tight. And we get to the Julio's car, and these fools are just in the car, just bummed. Like, like I don't think your night turned out the way it was supposed to be, but ours turned out great.
That's tight. Man, a lot of the girls that you've dealt with, David, have been out of your league.
Yeah, I got skills though.
The
He has
high
skills.
percentage.
It's
that
got-
you've
I got
been
skills.
thrown at
I
has
got
been out of your
skills.
league.
I got skills. That's it. Ain't I'm not. Don't hate the player, just hate the game,
The
boy.
only one I was really surprised with was the summer situation.
Oh yeah, you were shocked.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
That was
I don't want to talk about that. Those that we should have a summer edition
In the spring?
in the spring.
Just kidding.
Man, fuck you, Chris, dude. Oh my god, he prank called me so many times. You set me up with the girl of my dreams. Come to find out, it was Chris I was texting. It was horrible, but yeah. So Chris one time was making fun of me. He's like,
Somebody did
there was
that
a movie
same
called
shit to
30 Days of
Poochie.
Summer. It was
I remember
yeah.
that.
Well, that movie was about a girl named Summer that left some guy named David in the movie. It was, and this fool was just joking around, and we looked it up and like, oh fuck, it's kind of sad. Like fuck.
Nah, man. I think Cardo might have been the one that did that shit to Poochie as well. When Poochie was living with us for a bit, Cardo fucking pranked him nasty, bro.
I heard.
He created this complete, oblivious profile of this, like, ideal girl for Poochie. Loved everything that he was into, and they would, chit-chat back and forth, and he did him dirty, bro. He ended up changing the profile to, like, some fat white dude, changing the name. And Poochie was hella butthurt. He's like, man, fuck you. Man, when
I heard the
when
world
Poochie
wants
comes
to-
down, I'm gonna have all you fools come over.
I
man,
heard.
and just
I heard the
chop it
world
up.
wants to hear Poochie's side of the
Yeah,
story.
Poochie wants to come on the show, so he said when he comes down this weekend, he wants to set up a little interview. So we will definitely get his side of the story of what he remembers, because according to him, the story. Everyone wants to hear the story of the pooch.
The story, the famous Pooch, dude.
Yeah, he's comedy, bro.
He is. I played with him on FIFA.
Fucking weirdo, man. I love that kid. Whether he's family or not, he's always gonna be
Yeah, he's funny. He's
family
funny.
to me, bro.
It's fucking. I play on when the quarantine started. I played FIFA with that kid and shit. So it's fucking hilarious.
He's a joke, huh?
So
He
speaking
hit
of
me
like,
up not too long ago about fucking, how much are Space Jams worth? I was like, what the fuck? This is hella random. I'm in the middle of a workout, bro.
They're not gonna
Is
release
this
those
really what
fucking
you
in a
want?
while anytime soon. Anyways.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to know if paying this amount is too much for them. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't know. I was like, hit up Peps. He's like, I don't have his numbers. Like, all right, fuck.
Pep is a shoehead now.
Yeah, dude, he's got a nice little collection.
Yeah, be seeing him, be talking to him about shoes. I have my own collection too.
I seen that.
I got 2 of the same pairs now. I got 5 pairs of that same fucking
One
shoe.
to rock, one to stock, huh,
I got
David?
5. Yeah, I got 1 to rock and 5 to stock.
Oh, watch when you run out of diapers. You're gonna be like, fuck, for sale.
No, I'm good with diapers. I'm still buying. I buy diapers. I'm telling you, bro. I have a whole storage about the size of the room full of fucking diapers. So,
Amen.
so I was like,
Hey,
and
dude,
baby wipes. So I was like, it's cool, like
fatherhood's hard, man.
Yeah.
Trying to be a good dad is hard.
yeah.
It is.
No one
man.
said it's an easy task anyway, so I'm going day by day.
so Sam, one of the things like as we were mentioning about soccer earlier and stuff like that, one thing that's been consistent with you is playing at BLD. one of the teams that I feel was your best team was that throwback Inter team. What do you feel was your best team that you've played with that BLD? Who consisted of that team? Who was all on that?
Well, I've played on some pretty damn good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a Friday night team that Pep still plays with. I played with them a lot too before FCA. Just a bunch of raw motherfuckers that play there. But that team that you're talking about,
The Inter.
bro, it was like family.
Yeah.
Like more family and friends. It's like fuck it, let's make a team. And I seen that picture today too when I was looking through all these pictures, man. Everybody's in there. Vic, fucking BT, Ponch. Ponch bought an Inter jersey, bro, just to rock it. He didn't play with us. Like, he played a couple times before. And that fool just like, fuck, he bought the legit Nike long sleeve, fucking clean. And he just was in that picture, bro. Everybody was in there. Fucking Juan Pablo, Willie, Georgie, Jordan. Everybody, dude. That team was rough, man.
So would you say that that would be like the greatest collection of talent? Is that the BLD dream team? Is that what it is?
Probably not, man. There's a couple kids that are pretty raw at BLD.
That beat it. That are better than that.
There's some good kids that have played out there, man.
I play co-ed.
Go ahead.
I play co-ed with Sandra, but I play goalie.
I've dodged David a couple times when I play against his team.
I play goalie, bro. You know, I don't play.
I scored a banger on him before.
I don't remember.
The free kick I took on him just
No, I don't think I
fended
remember.
like Beckham on that Saturday league when you were playing with Port City with Mikey's team.
Oh, Mikey's in there. That's Mikey. I don't remember.
I
I
played
fucked up
soccer
a
at
few.
Delta with that kid. Mike.
Yeah, Mikey's good.
He's
just,
cool, man.
I just
Yeah,
never
he's
understood
alright.
why he would blow the ball hella far.
One of those tall for nothing.
Yeah, he would just kick. He'd be like, the goalie be like right there. All you gotta do is just tap it. And it's full. That was unnecessary. You just kind of.
What I do remember when we used to play soccer was Chris screening kids left and right playing soccer.
I didn't know you can't screen.
He was good at it too.
I don't know.
It wasn't a legal screen.
You know what's funny though?
Post up and just.
In one of the teams he
smack
did,
kids and
he
drop
pulled
kids
that
left and
fucking
right.
screen, and it actually went to goal.
He did that a couple of times.
I was like,
Until kids started getting mad. It's like, oh, he's just. standing
well,
in the way,
I
he's
think you
pushing
got a
me."
yellow card. That shit. I think that shit's illegal. I think.
It's just adding a new flavor to the
Yeah, I don't
game.
think they. I don't even think.
It's like,
the
screen,
I don't
boom.
think the ref knew what to do, dude. Like, like I don't think she would. Like, I don't think that ref knew what to call. Was that a foul or like it's never been done before? Probably.
I was trying to add.
Because it wasn't like the person had the ball. It wasn't. So say you just come in and get the screen. I think about it. If I was in the ref's shoes, I would have been like, "What the fuck, dude? That's not a foul. Technically, he doesn't have a ball."
Yeah.
I would let the ball. Actually, I would let that play. But yeah, you scored. Like we scored a goal, and the ref was like, "Should I give him a goal? Or should I give him a?" And, like she set that one slide, and he did it again. That's when she was like I guess it was a yellow card. But it was like, what the fuck? Like I don't think she was confused. I just seen the confused face of her, like. I don't know what should I call that.
I didn't know nobody had ever screened in
I don't think it's ever been done, dog.
No?
Can
Not
you
the way-
Google?
Not the way you pivoted into a screen like
Yeah,
that.
mixed it and saw like
That's an
basketball.
obstruction, bro. That can cause you a foul, That legit should have been a foul just when you step to the kid and just pop.
The thing is, like, he didn't step on him. Like, he just blocked.
Just
Stood there,
standing
and that
there.
kid just smacked him a little bit. But he didn't have the ball. That was the part. Like, he didn't have the ball. I was running with the ball. And this fool, like, I was like, oh, dude, don't run into me. And he didn't run into me. He just gets in front. I beat the kid out of speed. And then as soon as I beat him, like, I don't know what this fool did. He just crossed like
See,
that.
That's one of those fouls in soccer where you get to yell at the referee and tell him, like, what the fuck? I didn't even touch him. Like, it's a foul, but
But he didn't. Yeah, that's funny. Like he didn't touch him. He just ran into him, and like the lady didn't know. It was like, did you really just did a screen? Like it was just a confused face because he just stood like a fucking regular screen and spinned around like I was gonna give him a pass.
It was wrong.
It was raw. It was actually pretty legit. Yeah, but it was a pick and. It was a pick and roll. It was pick and roll,
Foul, assist,
dude.
and one.
And it was a goal.
Yeah.
Dude, the actor looked at it from like his point of view and he said that shit was fucking hilarious. He didn't know that shit was a
Fucking Hector, man.
It's an instruction.
It was an obstruction rule, really?
Yeah, it's
big order,
obstruction.
It's plain and simple. You cannot become screening under obstruction. You
It's an
cannot prevent
obstruction.
another player from getting the ball by, for example, shielding the ball, a type of screening, unless you are within kicking distance of the ball.
Hey, but she let that first one slide. That's all that matters. Because I
So
think she was
next time
confused.
you play the ball first and then you step in front, clean. But if you stand in front of the kid that's trying to get the ball and drop his ass, it's a foul.
Oh damn! All right, those little technicalities.
Yeah.
No, those are good memories, man.
You were on the gray area for the first time. It was a gray area. Damn, it's almost 2 hours, man.
We're close to 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
I got one.
Dude,
I gotta get
feel
to
like
work.
I got a lot of shit that we didn't even talk about.
What's some
There's
things
a
you want
lot.
to talk about, Sam? What's
Bro,
up, man? This is this won't be necessarily our last interview.
This isn't our
or anything.
last podcast.
This is a good one to like warm up. We didn't necessarily have any like questions lined up or anything. We would have been a little bit more prepared than we were today. But we kind of just wanted to freestyle it off the cuff today. I mean, yeah,
Usually we are
especially with
pretty
like all the
structured.
photos that you brought in. Those were like definitely good memories. We still haven't even talked about all of them.
No, we haven't.
Nah, man. What's some other things that you want to bring up before, as we approach towards the end of this podcast?
I think
Mhm.
the only thing that I do want to bring up is all those people that have come across my life,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's, you guys
Mhm.
or, Marty, Punch, Fabian, everybody.
Everybody,
You know, I'm always going to be there for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. If I can help you guys out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. Everybody. Fucking the Mac, Allegay,
Mm-hmm.
even Jason, man. Fucking Jason Cortez, bro.
Yeah, he be hanging out with my brother.
All
That's
you,
all random.
all you motherfuckers, bro. Straight up, because a lot of it has to do with I wouldn't say a big part, but a lot of your life happened in my life as well.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
everything's just a big life.
We all grew together a lot.
Yeah, we
like,
did.
A lot of our definitely early adulthood.
I started
happened
I started
your
seeing the
house.
world more as I got out, hanging out. I started growing up
Yeah,
more
the
as an
first
adult.
time you ate Gushers was because of my son.
Yeah, I
Come
never
on,
had
baby.
Gushers in my life. My dad never buy Gushers. No, it was fruit roll-ups.
And both.
The
both,
He
yeah, I
had
was like,
the
what the fuck?
Gushers and Fruit Roll-Ups.
I was like,
pack.
what the fuck is that? I didn't know
You
what
want
that
some, David? David was like, what is that? Candy? He never had it.
Yeah.
Dad never let him have candy.
Mhm.
Dang, bro.
But
But
there's plenty of
I think-
memories,
yeah, just all the people that have come across,
Mhm.
like basically all the young
Everyone,
kids
bro.
that I met.
From Fabian staying at
From-
your house,
yeah, bro.
and from man, a lot. Like I said, me and Cardo, Brendan spending nights at when we were at your parents' house, yeah. I'm trying to think of who else would just wake up there in the mornings. I would just turn around and I would just see someone new there and shit.
Yeah.
and,
Man, Cardo is a different story, man. To me, that fool's
Mhm.
gonna be like family, bro.
Mhm.
Like I got memories like with his mom
Mhm.
and his his actual family, just as little kids and stuff.
Mhm.
Like when you guys were talking about like UFOs and shit like that. I remember one time I was with his mom, Paquito, Richard,
Oh, I think
Enrique,
Paquito told me about that.
and we positive we seen the fucking UFO. We were in their backyard, and just poof, fat
Is
ass
this
glare.
here in Stockton? Or is
No,
this-
this
No,
was
in
in the
the
rancho,
house.
in the
Oh,
rancho,
okay,
bro.
Okay, yeah.
And we were like, we were little, bro,
Mhm.
like 7, 8, yeah, or young, right? And we seen that shit, just big flash, big poof. We're like, shooting star? Nah. And their mom's the one that told us like, that's what this is. We're like, oh shit. But dude, I got
Yeah.
so much love for them
Mhm.
personally. Like, dude, we got a cousin together, like.
Oh yeah,
So we're always gonna be connected in a way, man. But
yeah. I remember
Ardo
Paquito.
and Frisco, man, those two were legit my best friends growing up. Like my whole childhood, 100% my best friends, man.
Yeah,
And then like Hera was always there, like all those kids too, man.
I remember Paquito always telling me about that story. Every time we talk about the paranormal, he would bring up the UFO incident and shit like
He was
that.
little and seen
He
everything
still
like
brings
that.
it up, dude. You could tell him if you bring it up, I'm about to hit him up because I talked to him like about a month ago,
Man,
I went over to his house
I
and
stole
chill.
him money, bro.
Oh yeah, he brings it up once in a while. He's like, yeah,
And I
fool."
gotta thank him because him lending me money to flip some stuff. I
yeah,
was able to buy some books for school and finish what I needed to do, man.
yeah.
I owe him some
I
a few bucks.
I'm about to get him on the podcast. I gotta hit him up. I haven't talked to him about it. I talked to him like a month ago. I went over his house. We had a few beers and shit, but it was only like a little short stop because I had to get back. To
You
fucking-
gotta get him on the podcast.
yeah, I'm gonna get him on the podcast.
Get him on the keyboard again, man.
I
He's
just gotta.
Dopest producer
I just
ever.
don't. It's
Yeah,
kind of
he's
hard,
got
you
some
know,
shit.
with him. I just gotta figure out what's his schedule. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna either have to bring my whole. We have to bring the whole studio, or he's gonna have to probably I don't know sneak out. I don't know.
Yeah, man. But like you guys said, this ain't gonna be the last time
No,
you guys
it's
have me
not.
on, man.
No, this will definitely not be the last one. We purchased a few more mics and everything, so we're gonna definitely. As right now, we've kind of been like doing one-on-one not one-on-one interviews, but like more so one person at a time, kind of giving people to let their opportunity to tell their stories and stuff. But we definitely want to get do like a nice podcast where we get like 5-6 people on. And
You
we can
guys have some
chop it up
callers,
and
people call in, man. Right now, have somebody call in, just speakerphone, their quick input.
A little quick input, yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, we could definitely do that those times, especially like the last interview that we did with Hedda. We did basically with him on the phone the
On
whole
the
time.
phone.
So, you know,
And it was actually pretty good. Like,
Mhm.
like
hopefully
That's
the
dope,
people
man.
sound the best.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys I can help you guys grow one way or another, man.
yeah.
No, definitely, man. So, we definitely appreciate it, Sam. Like as David said, we're already approaching 2 hours. Are you getting close to anything that you want to say, or anything else, man?
Nah,
Any
man,
other
just
memories that we want to reflect. I'm sure some will come to you later on.
oh, dude, yeah. But that's for another episode.
For another episode.
Yeah,
for
we'll
sure,
save it for
sure.
another episode.
All right, y'all. So as we approaching the end now, we definitely want to appreciate y'all if y'all been listening for this long. It's getting to those 2 hours. Your guys' time is valuable, and we definitely appreciate you guys if you've been listening for this long. We want to thank you, Sam, for taking your time to come out and actually, give your opinion, show us pictures of old memories that definitely, made us smile and took us back in time. Is there anything else you want to say, Big Dave?
Nah, man. Thank you for actually, taking the time. I know it was hella last minute.
It's all love,
I'm
man.
trying to just get as much podcast right now till the baby's born. 'Cause it's probably gonna be a 2-week out, but
I feel it.
I'm trying to. It's a pain in the
You gotta
ass to schedule.
sacrifice your sleep for stuff that
Yeah.
you want to do.
Right now, yeah. So I've been trying to get scheduled people. So thank you for taking the time. It's
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me, dude.
no, yeah.
No, we appreciate it.
Won't be the last time I'm on here. If
Yeah,
guys
no,
will have me
definitely
again,
not.
Man, I'll bring some more stories, some more pictures.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hopefully, the goal is hopefully when IKEA opens up, man. I want to get a big ass table and get all the mics connected and stuff. And yeah, go ahead,
All
man.
right. Well, now we're pretty much done.
Done,
right
we're
now,
done.
Sam. Well, we want to thank you again,
Like we said, thank you, Sam. Any last words, or you want?
Damn. Last words.
Mhm.
Just if you can help somebody grow, man, help them grow. Inspire somebody, man. Inspiring somebody is the highest human act that you can do, man.
Oh, that's
But
the best
if
thing you can do.
inspire somebody, dude. Do it. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm here for everybody, man. If y'all need anything, hit me up.
We
Don't watch
appreciate
Netflix
All
all the
love.
time. Just start a podcast.
it. All right, y'all.
And we're out.
Well, this has been
Aight.
another episode of the Chris and David podcast. All right, then late.
Hey, yeah.